Alright. This is going to be session 0 of the new Dragon Heist, Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign. And we're going to hopefully incorporate some session 0 stuff, getting to know our characters a little bit. Also with maybe starting the module a little bit. Maybe just the beginning stuff. Depends on how much you guys want to do tonight and how much we roleplay. Has everybody got their drinks? Everyone good to go?
GTG.
Yep.
Okay. Well, so normally session 0 stuff, you know, we all sit around and do whatever, but I thought I'd try and do something a little different. I kind of put together a little scenario where we can incorporate some of that into some role-playing as well. So, we'll see how it works, and, you know, we don't have to get too detailed or anything, just have some fun. Get some typical tavern music going here. Let's see.
I do love a good tavern.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, you guys are all sitting around this sturdy wooden table. It's lit by a brightly burning candle and littered with plates and cleared of food and half-drained tankards. Sounds of gamblers are yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of a young bard 3 tables over. You've all been here actually many times. In fact, every adventurer in Waterdeep is familiar with this notorious establishment. In fact, you all see several familiar faces throughout the tavern. I am going to give you a brief glimpse of what you guys' situation is. I'm not going to leave it up for long, but this is what it looks like. So, as you can see, there is 3 levels to this tavern. There's a huge pit right in the center, and it's packed. This is a happening place here. And does everyone see it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Roger that. Yep.
So, actually, I would like everyone, within the next minute or so, to give me one of these numbers. Because you can pick anyone you want, and this person that you pick is going to be an NPC that you are kind of friendly with, had dealings with before. And, you know, you guys have ties, so you're going to have to pick someone and send that in chat. Let me know. I'm going to record that.
In Roll20 chat?
Yeah, put it in Roll20 chat.
Okay.
I'm going to write it down, and I will work in those characters for you guys. Pick anyone you want.
Publicly or?
Yeah, publicly is fine.
Do I see a feral koala on level 2?
Level 2 koala.
Number 20?
I think that's the guy, probably not the koala.
Well,
Yeah, but still, feral
he's got
koala.
the koala in his hand.
That might be a good guy to know. You never know.
I'm pretty sure there's a zombie over here. I don't know what that's all about. This looks like about the coolest place I've ever seen.
All right, you guys. I only got 2 so far. We're not going to study this too long, so pick something out. Ooh, somebody. 2 people have the same friend. Yeah.
We do?
Ooh, you'll find out. Alright, we're going to go back to the main screen, because I don't want you guys distracted by the awesomeness of that art.
It's so awesome.
And we will continue on our little story. But I wanted to give you guys kind of a, in your mind, you know what's going on in that whole situation. It's a packed tavern. So this epic tavern, though, is none other than the infamous Yawning Portal. You may have heard of it before. You guys are actually all here tonight, sitting around this table, because you saw a flyer for an event with a raffle and a grand prize of a magic ring. There weren't any details or requirements listed, but none of you are ones to turn down an opportunity like this, so the turnout doesn't look wonderful, but there are a handful of adventure-looking types spread out across a couple tables here and a cozy section of the second floor balcony. Coming up the stairs, you see a pale, pretty thin elf, kind of pastel-colored robes, seemingly floats to a little high-top table adjacent to where you're sitting. He drops what seems to be a stack of papers on top rather hastily, and it's like he was struggling not to let them fall just until this moment. He kind of looks a little flustered. One shoulder of his robe slides off to the side, reveals his bare skin underneath, but he doesn't seem to mind, and he doesn't even attempt to fix it. He looks at all of you, says loudly, shouting over all the noise of the surrounding area, "Okay, ladies, let's get this party started! What a great turnout we have for tonight's mixer! Each of you will have an opportunity to go on a date with one of Waterdeep's most eligible noble bachelors."
Merkin, I love you.
Everyone on the second floor at this point has pretty much stopped what they're doing. They're all looking at your table. One particular gentleman who is sitting in the corner by himself stands up, and he sets his quill down, closes his book, and looking at the table, you can see that he's got, dozens of books on this table. He walks over to the edge of the balcony railing, looks down, and yells, "Durin! A little help, please!" And he thumbs over his shoulder. You can see the bartender look up, he assesses the situation, and he yells, "Oi! I told you the Bard's Bachelors group is meeting on the 3rd floor tonight!" Just about the entire second floor of the establishment at this point just busts out in laughter, and then they just resume whatever it was they were doing before. The elf looks apologetically at the group and grabs his book, heads up the stairs, almost bumping into the real MC for tonight's event. A rather rotund human man who looks to be in his early 20s. He received a somewhat annoyed yet partially amused smirk from the man with all the books, who has since taken a seat again. "Sorry about that, folks. I'm a little late, but it looks like you all have had a bit of entertainment while you were waiting. Let's get right to it then. You may or may not have heard, but Mr. Gadarm here is writing a new book, and he's in need of some inspiration. This is a storytelling contest, which will be held in 3 rounds. Each round, you have 1 minute to try and impress Mr. Gadarm with a personal story from your past adventures. By participating in this contest, you of course are consenting to said stories to potentially be published in his next book. At the end, one winner who told the most inspiring story will receive a magic ring that was donated to us for this event. One raffle winner will also receive 5 dragons. Now, before we begin, each of you needs to write your names on these little pieces of paper for the raffle. So at this point, you guys are going to write your names down, and so to incorporate some of the Sesh Zero stuff, why don't each of you kind of, as you're writing these names down, go ahead and say your name out loud to get introduce just your name to everyone. Jim, you want to start off?
Oh, hello, sir. My name's Raidia.
Oh, Raidia, nice to meet you. He takes your ticket and stuffs it in a little small pouch on his waistband. Next.
Karne steps up right behind Raidia. Yeah. Here, it's Karne.
Oh, Karne. Ooh. Interesting name. And he puts it in his waistband.
Thanks, I picked it myself.
Oh, that's enough, dear. Let's sit down now. As Raidia leads
I'll
Karne
walk up.
back to the chair.
Goldwing. Leoven Goldwing.
I'm sorry, what was that, Goldwing?
Goldwing.
What was your first name?
Leoven.
Leoven, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I am Dwayne McDoomdoer at your service.
Oh,
Needs to look up
Dwayne,
and say-
you look rather lit for tonight. You ready for some entertainment?
Oh, hi, indeed. Entertainment is always a delight.
Quick question, if I may.
Yeah.
Are these stories anonymous upon publication?
Yes. They will not reference you at all. In fact, they will be probably attributed to the author.
All right then.
And
Right.
the last one here.
I am Krusk, Little Feather.
Oh, that you don't look very little.
But I like feathers.
Oh, well, me too. And he has all of your raffle tickets now, and he has put them all inside a small pouch on his waistband. Well, now that the raffle is sorted, let's begin. I've selected a random order for the contest. I'd like everyone to roll a 1d100. And whoever has the lowest number goes first.
Fuck my life. Well,
Let's see,
Like that,
Raidia,
Candyman.
8.
just without the little thing in the front.
Alright, so... Hey, real quick, Candyman, can you change your name on your bio to your character name? Can everyone do that so I can, when you guys roll, it makes it easier for me to know your characters? Please?
You want us to change our display name in the bottom
The
left? or
display
just-
name in the bottom left. I think that's what also displays
I
in
got
the
it.
roll.
Sure. You can change
No,
it.
actually, that must not be it, because Jim, yours is displaying correctly.
Yeah, there's a drop down in the bottom right that says as whatever. You can change, but I'll change it both just to be consistent.
Can you tell Candyman how to do that? Because I don't know his character name yet. Let's see, what is it?
You just click
Dwayne.
the little
Yeah, no,
settings
he got
cog
it.
wheel.
Yeah, he got it.
Already
you got
done.
And
Awesome.
then just if you want in the bottom right, you just click as and you can select whatever.
Yeah, you broke up where we said it, so I was confused. I got it.
Save name. There we go.
Okay, well, it appears the order for tonight will be Raidia first, followed by Krusk, and then Dwayne, and then Karne and Leoven, following the rest of them. This will be 3 rounds, and each round you each get up to 1 minute to basically tell an inspiring or funny or dramatic story. And whoever has the best story at the end will win the prize. Okay, Raidia, you're up first. Actually, before you start your story, for this first round, if you guys can just describe, like, you know, what people are seeing when they look at you, you know, your race, color, clothes, that kind of thing.
Sure, so Raidia is a half-elf. She has long red hair, a pretty calm demeanor. She has a long, flowing purple dress, which looks kind of more like a sheet than really a dress. It's very light. She has a green choker-type necklace. There's a slit up the left and right side of her dress, and if you kind of look at her thigh, and I suggest you do, there's a garter on each of her thighs with 2 gigantic daggers sticking out of them. And you'll see around her waist, kind of like a belt, is like a whip that she's using for a belt with a little like handle like sewn into her dress so she can easily grab it and take it out. Yeah, that's Raidia. Do you want everybody to do round table, or you want me to tell my first story?
They could do that before their story, so you go ahead with your story.
Alright, so, I guess we're going beauty before age, which is alright by me. I think I have a pretty funny one. So, one time I was helping to settle a dispute with a corrupt tax collector who was stealing all the money from the folks in the town. This one was actually pretty easy for me to solve. All I needed to do was have a couple of drinks with him in the tavern, lead him back to my room in a pretty obvious manner, and threaten to tell his wife. Unfortunately, he didn't care much about that. What he did care about is when I promised to stand in the town square and tell everyone that I'd been with him and he had the littlest pecker I've ever seen. Well, let's just say he quickly returned all the money and promised to never do that again.
The MC appears to be blushing at this point. That is quite the story.
As she looks and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, is this book for children?"
Well, he looks back at the man sitting in the corner. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. He says, "Well, I think this will be for all ages."
Oh, alright then, I think it was a great story.
Oh, well, very well, yes. Great first story. Next up, that will be Krusk. Next up is Krusk.
You want a description of the character, then we go to the story, or?
Yeah, just stand up, or do whatever you look like and describe, and then do your story.
Yeah, so Krusk stands up. He's 6 foot in height. He's a young half-orc. Adults are 14. He's 18. Very muscular build. They kind of dark grayish, kind of off green look. He's got a staff and a wooden shield laid on the table in front of him. All right, here we go.
All right. So, Krusk traveled through High Forest on hunt for sacred egg that the Order of Tall Tree sent him to get. It was a test. Krusk hunt everywhere. Up high, down low, under log, in mud. Finally, I look up at Tall Tree. I see a large nest. I knew this must be the sacred egg. I climbed and I reached into the nest, but out of nowhere was this insane, angry bird. It attacked Krusk. Krusk fell out of tree. Krusk hit ground. Everybody laughed at Krusk. He looked in his hand. He had no egg, just a small feather. Everyone called Krusk Little Feather.
Oh, that is mighty funny. That how long ago was this?
This was maybe month in the past.
Oh, very recently. Looks back over his shoulder at this author who's still head down into his book, scribbling away. Okay, very well then. That was quite the interesting story. How about who's next?
You liked my story.
Oh,
All right.
great story.
While you guys are doing that, Raidia is going to turn over to Karne and just whisper to him, I bet you there's something under his loincloth. That's why they actually call him Little Feather. And chuckles to him.
Alright, Dwayne stands up. And he's not much taller than the people sitting down. He is 4'7". A little bit taller than most dwarfs. About 175 pounds. With dirty blonde hair. He's wearing a uniform from the Emerald Enclave. A local mercenary group. He has a rank insignia that some might not recognize, but it is a rank of Summer Strike. He carries a shield and a battle axe, both strapped to his back. during times of safety such as this. You can tell he's got a little bit of age on him. For a human, he would be old, but not too old for a dwarf. He's got dirty blonde hair, darker blonde, and light tan skin. From being in the mountains.
Okay, well, please, what is your story?
Oh ha! I've got a grand story. Once in my travels, I was drinking at a tavern, and in the street there was some commotion. A band of misfits. There was a dwarf, a human, appeared to play some kind of instrument, and some other fellows. And there was a gnome. The gnome. I don't think that the gnome liked the dwarf too much, but he gave him a potion. It seemed that they were shaking hands and getting along. Then this group of misfits got into a fight with some bandits. The dwarf drank the potion, and lo and behold, he shrank to the size of a gnome. His companions, of course, fought on without him as he was useless, naked under the wagon. After they defeated the bandits, he went in, his human bard friend, went in and got another potion. Gave it to the dwarf, and it made him half the size of a gnome. That night we drank good, and the gnome dwarf was our little mascot of sorts. He danced on the bar naked all night, then woke up full size naked.
That sounds like a very unique situation.
Great chest.
Yes, well, moving on. Who is next? It looks like Karne is up.
Okay. See, he's like
Hey Jim, you're
slightly hunched over.
You're typing pretty loud. It's coming through.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Karne.
As he walks his way up to the space, or is there a space? Or are we just standing up where we're sitting?
There's a little bit of room between tables. You could stand up in there.
Okay, and that's what he does. You see he's very skinny half-elf, like unbearably gaunt. Like if it weren't for the skin, he would just be a skeleton. Very pale skin with dark rings around his eyes, which happen to be like a weird gray color. It almost blends into the whites of his eyes. He's only about 5'10", but the way he kind of stands makes him seem shorter. And his black hair is about shoulder length, but it's really matted and greasy, and it just looks like it hasn't been washed in a while. As he stands up, kind of twitching a little bit, just... Yeah, hi, I killed a man with a spoon once. Thought he was trying to take my soup. Turns out he was the waiter. And then it quickly sits back down.
Good thing we only have knives around here.
Raidia's gonna laugh and she's gonna clap. Very nice, Karne. Very nice. That's a wonderful story. Wonderful.
Yes. To wrap up this round, it looks like Leoven.
Alright. I stand up, looking a bit quizzically at the emaciated half-elf who just went before me. Who you see before you is a rather tall human, quite a bit over 6 feet tall, with light hazel eyes, fair skin, and black hair with faint traces of gray, as well as a rather dashing mustache. He's rather imposing, although he's, much like the half-elf who went before me, rather pretty thin, with hollow cheeks, and he's not been mistaken for an elf many times, but it has happened on occasion. He's wearing a rather flamboyant uniform, although not quite as flamboyant as the one on his token, and sadly without a funny hat. He stands up and directs his gaze. Forward. It's like my notes have crashed on my computer.
That's okay.
All right. Well, there are quite a few stories I could tell, but one of my favorites was we were sent out on an expedition to apprehend a group of bandits who had recently robbed a bank in a border town. We were a party of maybe 5 or 6 in the wagon headed towards the town. These were bad people. They'd killed quite a few members of the guard. They'd been on the run for several years. Unbeknownst to us, they had been waiting for us. They'd known we were coming, and they prepared to break the dam to wash us off the road and drown us all. We would have all been killed if a teacher in the town hadn't escaped and warned us of it. As it stood, we only barely made it to high ground. But still, they were holed up in the inn with about a dozen people wearing makeshift plate armor fashioned from beaten down tools and farming implements. After shots were traded, set fire to leave. Hostages to leave. An hour later, somehow he'd managed to through our lines, and out of the morning fog came this massive figure covered in metal, cutting down a fine man in our party before a ray of flames from my own hands lashed across his shin, and he toppled under the weight of it. Turns out he was the one who first tried to negotiate the truce, and I managed to shake his hand before he was executed. Yes, that is it.
Oh, all right. Well, very well. First round is complete. Let us take a few minutes to let Mr. Gadarm here catch up on his note-taking. You all can feel free to grab a drink and talk amongst yourselves for a few minutes.
Oh, wait! How did we do? What do you think?
Oh, exactly. We have to know who won. Who won?
Oh, this is first round of 3.
Well, who won the first round of 3?
Oh, it is not who wins each round. It is
Of course
a
it's
cumulative.
Surely the naked dwarf no one. Come on, guys.
Oh, come on, naked dwarf. That's
Well,
half the dwarfs I've ever met have been naked.
Little feather.
Oh, listen, dear, it's all right. We forgive you for your little feather. As she looks kind of at his loincloth. Don't worry. No, it's all right. It's all right.
the MC, he kind of looks over his shoulder again. The author hasn't once even acknowledged that anyone is here. He's just feverishly writing as fast as he can. He says, well, he's the one that ultimately makes the decision, but if I were to pick a round 1 winner, I would probably lean towards Karne. And he turns around.
Oh, unbelievable!
What? Huh?
Right, Raidia turns and says, Karne, dear, you won! Wonderful! Oh, your stories, they're just the best. You know, with the spoons and the killing. And she just sighs and looks out in the distance. Oh.
That's not normally what you say.
No, you're right, dear. It's not normally what I say. Normally I say our stories are awful and we should just keep them to ourselves.
Joke's on you.
Oh,
So the
So,
the
sidebar, Birkin, do we
Yep.
all know each other? Because I know that Karn and I know each other. Do we, all 5 of us, know each other?
no, doesn't seem to.
Or just all people who came for the contest?
You're people that came for the contest.
Perfect.
I mean, unless you guys tell me otherwise.
Nope.
I think I might have hired Raidia one night.
Oh.
Oh, you wish you could afford a girl like me, you little dwarf.
Am I going
Krusk,
to
laugh
do
at
okay?
dwarf.
You're still breaking up pretty good.
God damn it. Is that at least playable? Like, can you guys understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're playable, yeah.
Yeah, your little story monologue broke up pretty good, but the rest of it, like the short bursts, are fine.
Okay. Alright.
All right, is everyone ready for round 2?
Real quick, everyone check Discord channel for the most dashing mustache.
Is that?
Oh my god, that's
wait,
so dashing.
What is that? What is that supposed to be?
That's our giant human friend with his dashing mustache.
Ah,
Dashing indeed. Pixel art incomplete.
so everyone, round 2. Okay, well, so I'll take silence as agreement. Raidia, you're back up. Go ahead and tell us your second story.
Well, I wish I had a little feedback on how much you liked my first story, but I'll try something a little different. So one time, Karn and I here, we'd caught a local cult leader who'd been terrorizing a village and practicing all sorts of awful necromancy in the woods. He was a particularly highly ranked necromancer, so I thought this would be a great chance to get some really insightful information. I took this as a great opportunity to practice something we've been working on called Good Sheriff, Bad Sheriff. We thought this would be a really good and effective way to be able to scare him a little, but also be his friend. I swear, I leave the room for no more than 30 seconds. And Karn, of course, forgot that even if you are a bad sheriff, and she turns and looks at him, you can't cut someone's tongue out, or else they can't talk anymore. As she gives him a glaring look and says, so, needless to say, that was, I guess a little bit of an ineffective, session, so to speak.
See, Karn is kind of looking down into his glass. It's really close to his mouth, and you just hear him whisper he still had hands. He could have written.
Well, I mean, you'd already broken his hands earlier and bent most of his fingers back. That's why we needed his tongue. And she just,
Oh yeah,
she just
forgot about
sighs. Oh, Lord help me. She looks up into the sky.
Well, that seems to be a theme with one of you. And she says, well, let's move on. Next up, we have Krusk.
Yes. Gather around, I have a story. Krusk went on frog hunts. Krusk searched for a frog at pond and found frog. Krusk leap at frog to catch, but frog jump away. Krusk pursued frog. Very, very long time. Little frog jumped to big frog. Frog bigger than Krusk. Big frog chased Krusk for a long time. Krusk no more hunt frog. Frog not nice to Krusk. That's my story.
You seem to go on a lot of hunts.
Krusk love hunt.
Yes, well, She kind of thinks to herself, doesn't have any words for your. Kind of seem to almost intimidate him a little bit. So she doesn't want to engage too much with big grayish green looking orc.
And he looks towards her.
You like Krusk story?
Oh yes, very much so. It's very interesting. I too I do some hunting myself.
Ah, very good. What you hunt?
First edition novels mostly.
Ah, very good, very good.
Krusk is very happy with himself. He sits back down at the table.
Dwayne, please, would you please go ahead and tell your second story?
Oh, yes. This next story is a great story indeed. One time, I was out in the woods, just enjoying nature, enjoying the sunlight and the trees and the pond nearby, when I heard some commotion. I crept over a little hill to look down upon the pond, and what do I see? But a couple of half-orcs. Well, these half-orcs seemed to be fishing with their hands. One was having quite the time. He finally grabbed a hold of a fish and thought he had it. But no. That fish turned around and bit him and got away. The orc pulled up his hand, and he had a scale. A little scale, and all of his friends started calling him Little Scale. Of course, I dare not make my presence known. But it was quite a good time.
Oh yes, that is quite interesting. It sounds. And she just quickly looks over at Karne. Please, Karne, go ahead and tell us your second story.
I think she liked it, guys.
Karne. Kenny.
Kenny!
Who killed Kenny?
Oh my god, they killed Kenny!
Sorry, yeah. I was looking for a charger.
You're up.
See, Karne. Stand back up, kind of hunched, just. Yeah, I don't really know. A lot of my stories kind of just blur together. I once had this really amazing sandwich. I don't know what it was made of, though. It could have been lamb. Yeah, that's about all I got.
Lamb is good.
And Raidia stands
Krusk
up and
liked ham
claps.
sandwich.
Oh, another great story, dear. Great. Oh, wonderful.
Do you have ham sandwich for Krusk?
I mean, we can look around.
At this point, you notice for the first time, the author has kind of put down his pen, and he still hasn't looked up at the group, but he kind of leans his head and, without even speaking, just kind of, does the nod, the reverse nod that, where the MC kind of knows that he wants his attention, so he comes over and whispers something in his ear, and the MC comes back. He says, yes, you see, we're looking for a little more, how should I say this? Monster-related stories. Could you all maybe possibly talk about any paranormal experiences you may have? And but the ham sandwich or whatever you had was definitely intriguing.
Lamb sandwich.
Lamb sandwich was intriguing, but these stories are potentially going to be published in a great work of art. And
have you ever had a really good lamb sandwich?
Well,
you should.
Yes, I understand.
It's artistic.
I understand. Please.
Would it be okay if I talked about the cult of Orcus?
Oh, that sounds like an amazing story for the third round. Please, Leoven.
Well, I don't have many stories related to monsters or paranormal activities, but there was once, just after I got my commission, I was stationed in the embassy, and this young noble, still a teenager, mind you, who, if I may say so myself, seemed more caught up in the parties and the wine than anything else. Well, there was a member of the Lesser Guard who was victim to, how shall I say this, a projection from an overindulgence in liquor. Now, the guard was quite new and wasn't exactly well versed in the fine art of discipline, and tricked him as he stumbled by. Unbeknownst to him, the boy had just inherited one of the larger principalities in one of the regions in the north, and it took almost a month for trade relations to go back to normal. From then on, they only stationed us household regiments at the embassy. Thankfully, since then, we haven't had any similar incidents.
Sorry, you cut off. Were you done?
If I cut off, that was basically it.
Oh, sorry. It sounded really abrupt. Well, that is an amazing tale. I'm wondering why Karne is rolling perception. Anyways, that's round 2. Please, think about this. Think about specifically any monster or poltergeists or paranormal activities that you may have experienced in the past. I will give you a few minutes to yourselves to think about this.
Krusk go first. Krusk have story.
Wait, well, let's wait our turns. We'll give you a few minutes.
Krusk need points. Krusk wants to win.
While you guys are talking to yourselves, or thinking about your stories to yourselves between rounds, you do notice around the room, looking around, you hear someone from about the area of the front door, kind of someone bust through and says, "Attention, attention!" You're on the second floor balcony, so you're pretty close to the railing. You can actually see down into the entrance. Looks kind of like a feline-looking character. You would know that as Tabaxi, probably. He's got this big poofy hat. Also, apparently likes feathers because there's a big feather sticking out the side. Looks pretty regal, and seems to pull out this scroll and unscrolls it and says, "Attention, attention! Everyone, every adventurer who uses arcane magic must be registered Everyone with arcane magic must register. Please see your local registrar. As kind of gets booed out of the establishment. But that was something that you guys heard going on during your session.
Okay.
Karn looks over at Raidia. Do I have to register?
No, dear. We don't like to register on lists. Lists are of the devil. You're all right. You're all right. Stay in your chair.
Okay.
Krusk, use tree magic. Krusk in the register.
No, you're all right too, dear. No need to pay him any mind.
Oh, I have a friend in the registrar's office. In fact, I can introduce you if you'd like.
Oh, all right. You and your epic mustache. Just sit down. Nobody wants to register. What are you, a nerd or something?
The big man always trying to keep the small man down.
Oh, I know exactly.
What's a nerd?
This guy trying to keep the small man down. Oh dear, a nerd is someone like that fellow over there, as she points to the guy who's writing in the books, who loves books and nothing more.
Krusk like Bookman. Bookman, do I win?
I doubt that'll be how you win.
I don't know if the feather story is quite as good as the scale story.
Krusk have more story.
I would, for the story's start, I would recommend registration. I mean, they do take these sorts of things seriously here in Waterdeep.
Oh, who brought this guy to our table? Registration this, registration that. Why don't you work on your story and stop working on all this nonsense? Oh, or will the third one be as much of a bore as the second?
Oh!
Hey.
Oh! The
stories of the...
there.
Excuse me, the stories of the first foot are delightful.
Yes, of course. Administrative nonsense. Delightful. No, not delightful. And she gives you a thumbs down.
Let's see. I gotta learn your names. Leo.
Karn.
Yes.
Since you are expressing interest in the registration, go ahead and roll a history check. See if you know about this. You said you know about it.
Never heard of it a day in his life.
Well,
I said I knew someone in the office. I didn't say I knew what it was.
you once saw a sign for the office,
Oh.
but you can't remember where it's at.
I'll ask my friend later.
The MC kind of turns around and is everyone prepared for round 3?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Before we start round 3, we will give the prize out for the raffle. If everyone could roll a D100 again, whoever gets closest to their original number will receive the prize.
Prize, Krusk have story.
This is the raffle prize, not the main prize.
Oh. Very close.
Let's see.
You weren't close at all.
Raidia, no. Krusk,
Oh, I think I got it.
Dwayne, 44. Karne, what did you get? Karne roll yet? Yeah,
15.
No. Leo, 64. Okay, someone do math. Raidia is like 19 off. Krusk is 19 off. Dwayne.
I'm 10 off.
Jesus. Wait, Dwayne's 18 off?
Yep. I think Dwayne's got it.
Leo?
Wayne the
yeah.
Rock.
Oh.
Wayne the Rock Gnome.
Wait, Leo's only 14 off?
Oh, I didn't see Leo. Did Leo roll? Oh, 64.
Yeah. I think it's Leo. Everyone agrees?
Wait, I'm 72. Or I mean,
82.
82. So no, I'm 18.
Oh, you're
right?
18. Oh, right. So
So we tied. So we had 2 19s and 2 18s.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
all right, I'll roll a D100. And who was the tie? Dwayne and Leo.
And Leo.
Ah,
All right, whoever's closest to their original number wins. That would be Leo.
All right.
Oh,
congratulations.
Leo, you have won the raffle. And
Oh, I appreciate that mightily.
the
Fortune
MC
smiles upon the bold.
reaches into their satchel and pulls out a little sack with 5 gold coins in it. Or, as they're called in Waterdeep, 5 dragons.
Krusk win.
Oh no, this is Krusk. We are starting round 3, the final round. Again, just to reiterate, this upcoming novel will be focused on some monsters and specifically maybe some paranormal activities. So any inspiration leading to that may very well help you in the contest. So we are up at the top of the round to Raidia.
As Raidia looks and yawns, oh, I choose to abstain. I'm not going to tell a story about monsters. I have lots of funny stories, but I guess your book is not about what I'd like to tell. I'm so sorry.
Very well then, that's unfortunate. This is quite a nice ring. Krusk, do you have anything that you'd like to tell?
Gather around. Krusk got a story. Krusk set out to gather herbs for potion. Krusk no good at gather herbs then. Krusk look for herbs, find herbs. The roaming banshee blocked Krusk way. Krusk heard story, banshee, very vain, from elves at camp. Krusk told banshee it was very beautiful. Banshee smiled, let Krusk have herb. Krusk get the herb, take it to Caliph, Krusk teacher. Krusk make potion with herb. Krusk no good at make potion. Krusk get bad gas when drink potion. Potion make Krusk ruin loincloth. Everyone laugh at Krusk.
Oh, that is unfortunate. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at you right now. That sounds like quite the interesting story. And the author looks up and, for the first time, kind of gives you a nod as that is exactly what he's looking for.
Krusk's happy.
Next up, Dwayne.
Oh, yes. So, these stories are too lighthearted for you. You want something real? Well, let me tell you a story about the clan of my dwarven people, where I was born and raised. We were raided by users of dark magic. No explanation, no reason. They slaughtered us in our sleep. The Watch had no chance to warn the others. The dark magic blinded them and rendered them unconscious. We woke up bathed in the blood of our loved ones, women and children. The dark witches used their magic and destroyed us. We left. Few of us survived. Those who survived joined the mercenaries. We had nothing left to make a clan or tribe out of. Ha! Just kidding. I just figured I'd give you a dark story. Huh. How did that one work?
Oh, that doesn't really matter if it's true or not, I guess.
Raidia is going to turn and say, "Now, my little friend, you shouldn't tell lies. That's not very nice."
Everybody noticed as Dwayne just kind of put on a half smile and settled back into a seat, looking off into space.
You see a small tear come down Krusk's eye as he.
Reminds me of my family. They all died.
Oh well, let's not get too dark here. We don't want to dwell on the past, do we?
No.
I don't know, apparently we want to tell stories about monsters and poltergeists and all the nasty things. I thought this was a bar for uplifting and enriching stories, no?
Oh well, you joined the contest.
Well, perhaps next time you give a little more detail in advance, because I don't like that kind of story.
Oh, it's okay. Everybody has their thing. Now, we're all friends.
I do apologize. There was not much information on the flyer. I understand. I'm working on an artist budget.
Krusk have all sorts of story. Krusk don't care.
Dwayne, please get us through this. Candyman.
Yes. What more do you need from me? I'm giving you my third sword.
Krusk win.
Oh, did you just go? Sorry.
Wait, what?
He literally just told his story per
Oh, so,
Oh, fuck, apparently it wasn't that memorable.
oh.
Ouch.
You lose.
Somebody ain't winning.
Like, fuck, man, that was like the deepest Sorc
I
story
know, it was
ever.
a pretty
Fuck
good
you.
one. I
What?
liked it.
Sorry. You're in Krust's voice are a little gruffy together, so.
He's the one that goes, ha, 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 every
I
5
don't sound like
seconds.
a dwarf.
Karne, please. This time, never mind.
See, Karn slowly starts to stand up. Seems like a bit of his mentality has kind of changed. He's no longer slouched or twitching. He's
And before he goes, Raidia is going to just like put her hand out and say, let me just ask you, are you sure you want him to tell you this kind of story? I'm sure he has plenty, but I don't think you want to hear them.
Oh, well, this isn't for me. This is for the author, and I'm sure it can't be that bad.
As Raidia just starts laughing
let's
and
hear
hitting the
it.
table. All right, you asked for it.
You see, he stands straight up. Solid, no shaking, no jittering. He runs his fingers through his hair and pushes everything back away from his face as he lifts his chin up a little bit. You wished for a story of paranormal. What was the word, Raidia?
I believe it was a story about monsters or paranormal activity.
Paranormal.
Oh, ghosts and such.
Have you ever been to the Shadowfell?
Who? Me?
Oh, I think I have. Oh.
Have you ever had your body dragged through one of the darkest, coldest layers of hell by a goddess who just didn't like the fact that you had nothing to offer? See, he's looking past the MC directly at the writer, trying to like bore his gaze into this dude's head, hoping he looks up from the book.
You seem to have his attention.
You, sir, are well on your way to finding out what true suffering is.
Oh.
As he slowly sits back down.
MC comes over and says, well, yeah, well, that's, oh no, we do have one more. Oh, Leo, please, wrap this up, please, because this is getting a little scary.
Oh.
Well, you did ask for paranormal activity. I don't know what you were expecting. But anyways, this is the story of a frightfully dilapidated chapel you may or may not have seen on the outskirts of Daggerford. Depending, as you'll soon find out, on when exactly you've last been to Daggerford. So, my sister, who is 5 years my younger, she and one of her friends like to scavenge in that chapel for nice rocks and bits of charcoal. Just, all the things that little children like to look at. And, well, she found a gorgeous silver necklace. And as she picked it up, an apparition shot out of nowhere and stole her breath from her chest, if you believe her musings, that is. She rushed back home. Our father was working in the fields, bless his soul, and our mother was in the market. So I was the only one home at the time. I found her shivering under her bed, and at her insistence, followed her back to the chapel. And well, you must understand that at this point I wasn't much more than a boy at this point either. And, well, at this point I raise my hand and kind of make a little flame that dances between my fingers. Well, I didn't exactly have the control I did now. And, well, that is the story of why you would not have seen the chapel if you have not been to Daggerford in the past 2 decades.
I'm confused.
This Raidia just says, "Oh, me too, my little friend. This one sure tells a long story, one that I don't understand. Something about burning down a chapel?"
Yes, well, there are many religions and gods and goddesses here in Waterdeep. We can't all get along, can we?
Of course
no.
we can.
Yeah, no, I strongly disagree. I think everyone can get along. We just have to find common ground.
If everyone could whisper me who they believe RP their stories the best, not yourself, that'd be great.
Question, is there a way to whisper in...
Yeah, you just do
Roll
slash W and then space and then Birkin. It'll start autofill and then you can space and then type.
So Raidia is going to, while you're collecting, turn to Little Feather, and she's going to say in Orcish, "Here, are you having a good night?" Which I imagine is, "Ak, oh, wah, wah, oh."
Barga black bar.
Exactly.
Some of you are still deciding. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3 votes. Looking for a vote from Krusk and a vote from Dwayne.
Hex, are you there?
Krusk got his. Dwayne, looking for you.
Sorry. I thought you were a B-E-R, not B-I-R. My bad.
Oh,
Berkin.
okay, for the record, everyone got a vote. I don't know how that happened. Let me do a little.
Well, it looks like you're the tiebreaker.
Okay, yes. Give me 1 minute to go discuss with the author. And you see the MC kind of goes and sits down back at the table and discusses all your submissions.
All right, Raidia is going to turn back to Krusk and say, in Orc, oh, I don't know if you heard me, dear. How are you doing tonight?
I'm Krusk. I'm doing good, but no ale.
No ale?
Oh, she speaks like him. Oh.
Oh, I speak many languages in my work, but no ale. She's going to yell, barkeep, barkeep, here, and wave her hand.
Yeah, there's plenty of waiters and waitresses all walking around the 3 different floors. One
I want to
particular.
talk to Big Nose right here. Or what? We're on the 2nd floor, 3rd floor, right?
I imagine we're somewhere over here.
I don't know. It doesn't really matter where we are.
I think we're 2nd floor in the middle, and there's a space between the tables they were saying, so I think we're, like, here.
So
Like maybe back here.
the no, actually, this is like a cutaway shot. Like it's actually a circle. So this is like
So we're on like the
you're
part you
you're
can't
on
see?
like the inside of this cutaway here. So
Door.
if you look to your left, you see Mad Koala, and on the right, you see the little kids playing with cheese. You know, like
Oh,
that kind of thing.
Okay.
So you have like a direct line of sight down to like the barkeep and the well down here looking thing. So you can see, because you're sitting close enough to the balcony, you can see pretty much everything. But yeah, you guys are like back on this side of the bar on the 2nd floor.
Either way, we're calling out, barkeep, barkeep.
They run over to you. Yes, what is it you like?
Our glasses are empty. What kind of bar is this?
I want ale.
Yeah, we all want many, many pitchers of ale. Bring 3 for the table, please.
Oh yes, anyone participating in tonight's events, free drinks for everyone. And they
Krusk like free drink.
they go down and go to the bar, and shortly later bring you back big, tall tankards of ale.
Much appreciated.
Righty starts gulping down hers.
Krusk grabs his tankard and starts taking a big drink, and
Thank you, pretty lady. You get ale.
Oh, I get many things, my friend, she says in Orc. So what's your story? I know I was making a joke earlier, but I was only kidding. Why do they call you Little Feather?
Failed a test. Supposed to get sacred egg, but came up with little feather.
Well, that's all right, dear. I'm sure you did your best.
Huh, that's like the orc that I seen. They got a little scale. Oh.
Quiet dwarf.
She's gonna turn towards Karne and say, Karne, dear, you know you have to mind your manners. Say hello to everybody else at the table, please.
Oh, hello all. I always mind my manners. Excuse
No,
me
not-
for being rude.
Not you, dwarf. Your name's not Karne. I'm talking to my friend here. She points at Karne. Karne.
Huh? What?
I said, dear, you're supposed to be nice and make nice with the friends at the table. What have we talked about, dear? When you're
I'm
with
quite
others.
sorry. I'm used to the women being ignored, so I only caught part of what you said. I apologize.
Oh,
Karn, you Krusk friend?
I don't know. Shouldn't
You're
talk
not
like that to
Krusk
Raidia.
friend?
Raidia looks at Karne and says, "Yes, dear. I think we can be his friend. At least
Krusk looks
for
at Karne.
now."
Waiting
Not
for
him,
an
the
answer.
other one.
You're looking at the dwarf. She's like, "Oh, him I don't know about. He seems a bit of a fool."
Shouldn't talk to you like that.
Oh, I agree,
Only I
dear.
talk to you like that.
Well, yeah, I agree. But I mean, he's a little fella. He doesn't know any better.
Who? Oh,
He's
She's
gonna
talking
look
to
at
you.
look at the dwarf and say, "Well, we're talking about you, my little friend. Do you need to stand on the table so you can get a little closer and hear us?"
Dwayne says, I meant no offense to anybody, it's just where I come from. I love everybody, except for those who are enemies to me.
Krusk like that dwarf. Your friend, right?
Oh, well,
Of course. Russ.
we're still deciding about that one. We like you though, Krusk. You're all right.
If you all wouldn't mind keeping your voices down a bit, I wouldn't want us to be associated with some of the less reputable members of this tavern.
You call me reputable?
Yeah,
Less
you're-
reputables are definitely not desirable.
My name is Krusk, not Putable.
Yes. Well, it is lovely to meet you, Kruk.
And she's gonna look at you and say, "That's quite the lovely hat you have there. Where did you get it? It's pretty tall. No?"
Oh, why? Thank you. Actually, it's an old relic of mine from a previous age.
Oh, a previous age. What do you mean? From when you were younger, as a little boy?
Haha, not that previous. Well, I shouldn't talk about things that are past like that. How about you? How do you know this fine orc over here?
Oh, this orc over here. Oh, I've never met him before. He's just at this table with us. It's funny. Let me tell you, I happen to have a soft spot for orcs. I think that they're very majestic people. They're often misunderstood. They're treated poorly and often shunned by society. But I find that orcs are some of the best people I've ever met.
You notice that Krusk kind of perks up, sitting up tall, enjoying the compliments, looking up, kind of hands on the hips, like, yes.
He's like, I've encountered orcs many a time, and unfortunately, some of the human race and of the elf race are a little prejudiced against orcs. But trust me, if you talk to an orc one-on-one, most of them, they're all right.
Krusk half orc. Orc don't like Krusk. Human don't like Krusk. You like Krusk, right?
Yeah, I like you very much, Krusk. And trust me, Karne and I, we're both half-elves. Humans, they don't like us. Elves, well, they don't really like us either. Elves are they're very arrogant folks. They're not bad, they just have a lot of pride in who they are. And humans, well, humans are what they are. It's difficult being a half-breed. You don't really fit in with anyone.
Yes, well-
Humans are puny.
I kind of sit up a bit taller.
Yeah, she's gonna look at Krusk and just say in Orc, you know, if you want to make friends with humans and get along with people, you shouldn't call them puny. You've got to be considerate. Not all of us are big and muscular like you.
In Orc, he'll respond.
Krusk asked a friend. He no respond.
He's gonna say back in Orc, well, he seems a little occupied with his hat and telling his very long, boring stories. It's all right, Krusk dear. I'm sure he likes you just fine.
Krusk don't like hat either. Ha ha ha. It looks funny.
Oh, I agree. Who would wear a silly hat like that?
At this point, Leo notices the two of them looking at his hat, and he kind of smiles a bit.
Oh, and she's gonna say in like comment, oh dear, we were talking about how much we love your hat. It's just wonderful.
Thanks, I don't bring it out very often, but on formal
And
occasions,
she's
like
gonna
tonight.
turn and wink at Krusk.
Nice hat, friend.
Why don't you just tell him that you don't like his hat?
Dear, what have I told you about that? Well, alright. She's gonna turn to him and say, I'm not gonna lie to you, friend, because lying is not nice. Your hat? I don't like it very much. It's too big. What do you need a big hat like that for?
I've wondered that many a time myself, but tradition dictates that this is the hat that I wear. Anyways.
Oh, tradition,
Don't-
tradition.
Oh, I
So-
like it. Oh.
I appreciate that, but never feel afraid to tell the truth to me. Yeah.
Krusk smash hat. Make hat smaller.
Oh, that sounds like a lovely idea. Give the hat here. I'm sure he can crush it down to about half its size.
I kind of lean back a bit, looking a bit defensive, like ready for the large half-orc to just try to make a move on my hat.
Krusk friend, right?
Yes, as long as we all keep our hands to ourselves.
Well, yes,
Krusk
yeah,
just try to help.
yeah, of course. He wants to keep his hand to himself and fix your hat. I think we all agree, as she looks around the table, we all agree your hat is just far too big.
I
Yes,
don't
they,
know. I like the different
Well,
things
the-
in life. Oh.
You might say that the nobility around here likes things a bit on the flashier side. Not up to me exactly. It is not exactly the most practical.
She's gonna turn back to Krusk and say in Orc, oh, nobility, of course. That explains a lot. You know how those folks can get.
Krusk have little feather but big staff. He can make hats small.
No, dear. Let him keep his hat. I feel that he has quite the little feather, so he needs to have the big hat. And she kind of like points down below when she says the little feather, and then points at his hat when she says has the big hat.
Krusk laughs and points towards him.
Oh, you're right. We should put a feather in that hat. Oh.
As Raidia is going to turn to Karne and say, dear, are you having a lovely time tonight?
Kron.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Oh.
So you two surely must know each other.
Oh, Karne and I? Oh, we go way back. Karne and I have been traveling together for years.
Oh, you don't say.
I do say, in fact, I just did.
I kind of lean over to Raidia and like in a hushed tone, like trying to keep my voice below the din of the town. So, that what Karne was saying before, did he actually mean that?
Which part? Karne said a lot of things. Killing a man with a spoon? Oh, I have no doubts he's done it. Karne has killed many people. But Karne, dear, what did we talk about? You're not going to kill innocent people anymore, right, love?
He looks like he's ate a ham sandwich or two as well.
Yeah, right, yeah.
See? He's not going to kill innocent people anymore. He knows what he's done is wrong. Right, dear? She smiles to him.
Why you?
He kind of like stumbles on his words. Just,
Listen, dear, we've talked about this many a time. There are plenty of evil people in the world. There's no need to kill nice people. Right, dear? As she smiles again. Like a really forced smile. Like, right?
but
I
what
don't
if they're really close to
understand.
death?
Why would you kill innocents?
I know, right?
Oh.
Look at this little man. He may have a little head, but a large brain. No need to kill innocents. There's plenty of evil. In fact, I bet you there's half a dozen evil people in this tavern worth killing. There's no need to kill
Where?
nice people. Karne, we talked about this. Now
Krusk
it's not
takes
the time.
his quarterstaff and slams it on the table twice.
Well, why use spoon? Why use staff?
I
No,
have
no,
a
that's not
spoon.
cause a ruckus.
Well,
You kill a spoon?
What is he talking about?
dear, he asked you why you killed someone with a spoon. He thinks a spoon.
alright.
Yeah, he thinks it's
What,
not a
is he
very
bad
effective
person?
weapon.
It wasn't meant to be a weapon. I just happened to have it, and I thought he was trying to steal my soup. Turns out he was the one bringing it.
I thought because it hurt more.
I'm kind of smiling to Raidia like he's joking, right?
So you were confused. You thought he was bad.
And she just whispers in his ear, "No, dear, I'm afraid he's not joking. You might want to be a little careful about what you say around him. He's, you know." And she just kind of looks down at the ground. Oh, what happened to our tavern? It's gone.
It was supposed to be gone long ago.
Yeah, so while you guys are having that conversation, there's tons of people in the tavern, but all of that noise and conversations is eclipsed by this shout that's pretty close to you guys, a couple tables over. "Ya pig! You like killing me mates, does ya?" And you see this 7-foot tall half-orc is hit by this wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans also stand behind him, and they're ready to jump into the fray as well. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, leaps at the tattooed figure, and before you can see if blood's drawn, a crowd of spectators has clustered around the brawl. What do you do?
Oh, a tavern fight. Good night it will be.
Oh yeah, Krusk stands up, seeing the half orc being attacked, and takes his quarterstaff and shield and immediately heads towards the action.
Right. Raidia's gonna grab Karne by the hand and walk over and say, "All right, Karne, dear, what did we talk about? Let's wait and see what happens before we stab, all right?"
I'll follow
Hey,
rapidly
but-
behind.
Pick which ones I get to fight.
All right, I'll tell you who to stab. Just please wait.
Alright, so you guys are, let's see, at least Krusk seems to be moving in. We're going to do a little theater of the mind on this front page here. So we'll say you guys were, second level over here, just kind of all sitting around this little table.
Yeah.
And you see, let's see, I could throw out little half-orc, large half-orc that got hit.
I like how Candyman, your token, has a drinking dwarf in it. So good.
Oh, I am jolly.
You sure are, man. You sure are.
Yeah, it looks something like that. You guys are a little off. They're probably 20 20, 30 feet away from you guys. So it's not that important positioning or anything. It's just kind of you see the tattooed bandit and this half orc start going at it. They're basically kind of fighting one-on-one right now. The 4 other humans are standing by, ready to jump in if needed. And you said, do you guys have control of your tokens or no?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Negatory.
Wait, no, I don't.
Do not.
Does not seem that I do either, but I'm not quite sure. Just say click and drag.
Yeah, go ahead and drag
I can
yourself
pull
out.
one
it's
out
fine.
and have control.
Yeah, there we
She
go.
didn't actually hook
Okay.
them up where the health's there and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's right.
My token disappeared.
I
Can you see
shoot you
the
out.
can you see the enemy health or no?
No.
No.
Okay, good.
And I will just input my stuff here.
Nice combat in first sesh. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So, the crowd is, gathering around. In fact, it's almost moved so fast that it's almost created like a little circle around the fight. If you were to, some of the taller ones of you can definitely see over the crowd. But definitely people seem excited. There's some cheers going on. Some jeering as far as encouraging the behavior, but yeah, that's what's gonna happen right now.
Yes. Krusk is going to move forward. He's not going to engage in battle. Just more or less like spectating on the fight.
Yeah, Raidia is gonna lead Karne
'Cause-
to the outside of the circle by the hand.
Krusk
I'll lean
yells
over
out,
to.
bring us orcs honor. Beat this puny human.
I'll lean over to Raidia. So, do you want me to intervene?
Do not intervene.
Let's see what's happening first before we make any snap decisions.
You see the half orc and this human trading blows pretty evenly back and forth. She seems to grab him and slam him onto the table. Looks like for right this second, she's kind of got the upper hand. It looks like actually since she seems to be besting him. A couple of his buddies kind of jump and join the fray and are kind of jumping on her as well to even the odds there with the fight, because she seems to definitely overpower him.
Do any of them have weapons out?
I'm going to jump into this.
Yeah, as Raidia is gonna turn and say, Karne dear, I think we can help the orc now.
All those fools.
Are we rolling for initiative, Birkin? Are we fighting in session 0? Woo!
Is someone aggressing on them? I didn't hear that.
Oh, we're going,
Yeah,
Birkin.
I'm
We're
going
in,
to
baby.
bonus action Shillelagh and practice out the quarterstaff.
Whoa! Before we bonus action Shillelagh, let's get initiative going, because we're going.
It's funny because
What are we
I
talking
think fucking Krusk just attacked Karne.
Not
Yeah,
Karne.
I do not see a Dwayne token on the.
You got to drag it out.
Just drag it out yourself.
I'm attacking this guy here.
You said a guy with a quarterstaff.
No, I have a quarterstaff.
Oh, gotcha.
Whoa, hold on. Before we start attacking, should we take a 2-minute drink break? Pee break?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, before shit gets real, because I didn't realize we were about to fucking fight. I'm so
Okay.
stoked! Fighting on session 0! Woo!
So, real quick, I am not able to drag my character. I just drag a blue box across the screen.
No. All you gotta do is click the little newspaper in the top right and just click on your name and just drag it out like this.
Yeah, where your character sheet is, you just drag it out.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll be back in 1 minute.
yeah, I am completely new to Roll20. I've only
Yeah,
done it in
no
person,
worries, man,
so.
no worries. I
Sorry.
didn't think we were gonna fight. I'm stoked, Birkin. Hell yeah, baby.
Well, we've moved past session 0 at this point.
No.
We have, because we were RPing up a storm, but we gotta fight now.
I know.
Yeah, it's only 10 o'clock.
This is the start
It's
of the.
only 10 o'clock. Hell yeah.
This is actually the start of the module. I know you guys were RPing. I'll definitely like that, but and we can stay in the tavern as long as you guys want. But
Yeah,
this
but fuck
is.
it, we gotta fight shit. I know. I
Hey,
hear ya.
cool. I'm good with it.
I figured an hour and a half of RP straight. You guys could use a little battle.
Oh, hell yeah.
Raidia's gonna kick a bitch. You're
And
gonna
I
see
was
how
referring to
strong
myself.
she
I was
is.
going to shillelagh, cantrip, and bonus, or hit him with my quarterstaff.
Listen, Hacks, before we shillelagh and hit people, let's all take a 2-minute drink break.
Yeah.
We gotta roll
Press
for initiative.
kill.
We gotta roll for initiative. We gotta go in order.
Well, it's up
We
to the
can't-
DM. Let's try to get a surprise hit.
Oh, listen, dear, we can't be savages. We've got to go in order.
Refill, be right back.
Exactly.
Yeah, me too.
If you throw up the initiative, Birkin, I'll roll it before I go get a drink.
I'm downstairs
real-
getting a drink right now.
Hell
Real
yeah.
quick, how am I doing? Am I actually coming through to where people can understand?
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You're a little bit choppy, but you're good. I mean, I haven't had any issues with what you've said. I've heard it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll be back
it's like
in two.
75% quality.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's like I gotta make sure I'm paying attention, but I get it. All right, I'm back.
So why doesn't your name show up on the initiative tracker? Do you know?
I'm back. And I roll initiative.
I think it's because if you click on, like, you guys double click on your tokens,
Yeah,
you can
tokens.
edit them.
Yeah,
and add
token
the name in.
settings. Well, no, you can go to like everybody's token. There's like in the little cogwheel, there's like 2 tabs on the right one. You can click the little boxes that show like name, HP, etc. That shows the rest of the party like your current hit points, your name, all that other shit. And for NPCs, if you want to show names, there's another little checkpoint that says show nameplate on their NPC character sheet in the edit menu.
Okay.
Hey, Burke.
Yeah.
Being as a half-orc being tag team by 4 humans, and Krusk is so quick on the draw, could he get the first hit, possibly?
No, you didn't roll a 21, bitch. Go in
Yeah,
turn
but
order.
you know, roleplay beats initiative, right?
No,
he
it
was
doesn't.
the first to get all up and close, so I'm cool with it.
I would say
I'm cool with it too. I'm just fucking.
I would say yeah, you could get a little surprise action on him.
A little something.
I'm not even asking for surprise. I'm gonna say I just want to get that first crack, but I'll take surprise.
Well, I imagine they'd be surprised by like literally just people jumping out of the audience to start attacking them.
That's true.
Who are we waiting on?
I don't think anybody. I
Really?
see 5 rolls. Yeah, 5 rolls.
Here we go.
Everybody's here.
You mock me. What?
Oh my god, Candyman, I love your character. He's so funny. Every campaign, there's always one character that makes me lose my shit. Alright, I'm focused. We're back in it to win it.
Let's do this thing.
I guess I gotta roll their initiative real quick.
Poor
Nice.
orc.
Yeah, everybody?
Yeah, we got 5 people. We're good. Except
for your banditos.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to get to their character sheet. All of a sudden, I can't get to it.
Shift double click on their token will bring up their character sheet.
Shift double click did it.
Ta-da!
All right, we'll say that since Krusk was the first to jump up and start pushing through the crowd, you can take the first action before we start the round here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh, and if you want to read that, if you don't know what it is, and I'm gonna hit him using that wisdom stat versus my strength stat.
Who are you hitting? The one with the tattoos?
Yeah, well, actually, the one directly ahead of me, right here.
Okay. So one of the ones that jumped on top.
Exactly, yeah, the honorless bastards, and yeah, so he's just gonna swing that quarterstaff, right, try to crack him right in the head.
Okay.
Is that a hit?
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Damn! Damn! Look at this guy fucking wrecking shit level 1.
And now it's surprise round, right?
Yeah.
For myself. I'm gonna take my movement or use my mobile feet and just move back.
Okay.
And that's it.
So, okay.
And before he goes, Raidia is just gonna say to Karne, Karne dear, please don't try to kill anyone, just unconscious? No? Yes?
See the look in Karn's eyes change back to that similar standpoint where he's just focused in on these guys. He's not almost like hearing anything at this point.
And she's like, oh, alright dear, you can kill one, but just one! As she holds her finger in a very, just one manner. And she points to this one. And she's like, that one, just that one! Don't make me tell you again! And she gives you a stern look.
Fine, Mom.
Raidia is like Mom, isn't she?
All right, Karne, what you doing? Karne.
He moved
one
it.
second.
He's doing his shit. He's doing his shit.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Damn.
So they have to make a strength save of 13.
Okay, so everything within 10 feet of you? So that's going to include the half-orc, yeah?
Yeah, but she'll most likely get the strength save.
Okay, let me roll that real quick. Go ahead and, so it's half or none on save?
Half.
Go ahead and roll your damage for it.
So 4.
Okay, 8 if they don't save.
Correct.
And you said it was a DC 13 or 12?
Yes.
13. Okay.
DC 13 strength.
Alrighty. Let's see. Bandits. Yeah, whatever they're called.
And it's necrotic damage, so they can't really heal through that.
You take 8. So, let's see. Sorry.
So you kill everyone.
How does, can you do non-lethal magic, or you want to do lethal damage?
Hold on, what?
Yeah, what'd you say, Birkin? Something about magic?
Yeah, like, is your, this is, can you do, are you doing non-lethal damage, or are you doing lethal damage?
I mean, I guess that's really up to how much health they have.
I mean, Raidia told you could kill one, so...
Well, tell me now. Depends on your intentions.
Well, of course, his intention is to kill.
Okay.
All of them?
He's looking at one and just happens to hit everything else.
Alright, alright.
Okay.
You called it necrotic, right? Not nautical.
Yeah, necrotic.
Nautical.
Nautical damage.
Underwater damage
what?
under the sea.
Let's make sure we're on the same enunciation here.
Yeah, we're at nautical damage. Starboard side. Only damage on the starboard side.
Well, I gotta say the first these 3 guys closest to you, they're looking pretty beat up after that. Are you all done?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to pull out my shield,
Okay.
and that's my turn.
All right. It's gonna be these lackeys and the tattooed guys' turn.
Yeah, you do, Krusk.
Uh,
Krusk likes it in the port.
the tattooed guy, he's still tangled up with this little half-orc, and he's going to actually continue to try and punch her.
He's gonna what, Birkin? You kind of cut out.
Yeah, the leader guy here, the tattooed guy, he's still going to attack this half-orc. He's still tied up with her, so...
Yeah, you might want to take your sensitivity
Could you
down a little
clip
bit,
the
Birkin.
tattoo guy?
Yeah, the tattoo guy is this guy right here, right? The main boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can mark him. That guy.
Cool.
Big Red.
He's going to pull out a little dagger, actually, from his cloak, and he's going to take a slash at the half-orc. And he hits her, and you see she kind of winces in pain as the dagger kind of sticks into her side. they're still kind of rolling around on the floor, but these other guys around are gonna try and pull her off of him because she's kind of on top of him now. And they're gonna also, these two at the top are gonna take some kicks at her. Let's see. This is just meta. This is like a kind of a hard thing to like keep track of all these damn character sheets and stuff.
Listen, tell me about it, man. Just wait till you have
Hey.
fucking 10 different NPCs at once.
Right?
Welcome to my world.
Seriously.
I know, right?
Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna do that.
What I do is, you can take their character sheets, put them out in the browser versus having them in roll 20.
Oh, I
Just
totally
minimize everything you're going to be using.
That's a good idea.
Yep. I think you can only minimize them in the roll 20 window.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
You can maximize them so they're out of roll 20 and just have different windows minimized.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's true. Too.
Yeah.
I just
that
like
way you just pull them
minimize
up
them.
on different screen or whatever. And...
Yeah.
Oh, I love minimizing screens.
Yeah, the bandits got a couple kicks in. They didn't manage to separate the two that are fighting, but that's their turn. Krusk, you're back up.
Aren't those fools? And Shillelagh lasts for a minute, so I'm still good. I'm just gonna move back in.
Yeah, you got 10 rounds.
Yeah. So, you just gotta swing that quarterstaff and try to crack him on the head again. Krusk's not trying to kill the guy, just trying to knock him out.
Non-lethal damage.
Krusk doesn't want to hurt living beings.
What a refreshing take on you playing a character, Hex.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh.
Damn, Daniel.
Okay,
Shit,
so
that's-
non-lethal damage. That guy is knocked out cold.
Yeah, maybe at the X, maybe something showing he's knocked out, like the sleep thing or something.
Oh, you don't want the X?
That's like dead.
Okay. I'll figure something out.
And then Krusk would like to move with, basically staying within. I want to be there. I want to be like just out of reach, right there.
Okay.
And that's it.
Raidia.
All right, Raidia's going to walk over here. So tell me about flanking rules, Birkin. Do we get advantage if we hit guys from behind?
If they're from behind, yes. Like directly, like if you draw a line from who they're facing to you.
So if I go right here, am I flanking this guy who's facing the orc?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to kick him.
Okay.
Pow. 16?
Advantage. That hits.
A 4. Is he doing all right?
Are you doing lethal or non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
He is unconscious.
And she's then going to step over here and punch this guy with her monk bonus action thing. A 16 again?
This one you don't have flanking on. But a 12 still hits.
Oh! Okay.
Flanking, you like directly
So I'd have
opposite.
to be like here?
Yes,
Okay, then I can move there then.
sure.
Since this guy's
But
like
it still hits.
Okay, cool. As another 4 damage.
As this one as well is knocked out.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm going to take like my little like reaction bonus to say, Karne dear, what did I tell you? I swear, if you kill one more than one, we're going to have a problem. And I'm done.
Dwayne?
Oh. Okay, so Dwayne sees the tattoo master, cross him.
Say what?
Dwayne goes ahead and moves over here with his 30 movements. He moves down and around to make sure to avoid the reflection attack or whatever you call it.
Sure.
So, and as his bonus action, he says, "Oh, here we go," and just right. Yeah, I don't know how to link that into the chat here.
Just click on it on your character sheet.
Oh, there we go.
Sure.
Yeah, so he rages, and now as he just swings his battle axe down at this tattooed guy.
Okay. Are you doing lethal or non-lethal? Well, you didn't hit.
Copy, so the lethal, non-lethal does not matter, correct?
Are you doing lethal or non-lethal?
Do you want to kill him or incapacitate him?
Not lethal, but you said that anyways, right?
Well, actually, he is still on the ground with her, so yeah, you have advantage because he's laying down on the ground. So.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, it will be non-lethal as I follow my buddy Krusk's lead.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Okay.
Alright, and that is a +2 with the rage, so that will be 10.
How do you want to knock him out?
Just kind of as I'm swinging down, flip the axe around to the button of the axe so it doesn't, split his head open. It just kind of knocks him out. Maybe turn to the side, just smash his head into the ground.
Okay. Let's see. So you guys, while you're interfering with this little brawl here, you hear some shouts of alarm suddenly ringing out as this big hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. This monster with a warty green skin, tangled nest of wiry black hair, long carrot-shaped nose, bloodshot eyes. As it bares its yellow teeth and howls, you can see that half a dozen bat-like creatures are also attached to its body, with 3 more circling above like flies. Everyone in the tavern reacts in fear, except for the barkeep, Durnan, who shouts, "Troll!" Leo, let's see. You are up, and you guys. So if you remember back on the picture of the tavern, it's got that big well in the bottom. This troll has climbed up out of there. He looks kind of emaciated. He seems pretty hungry. Probably crawled out of desperation. And yeah.
So we're on the floor above the troll, or?
You are on the floor above the troll. Troll's on the first floor currently. And so is the barkeep.
Okay, now the barkeep, like you said, seemed a little bit calmer. Did he know that there was a troll coming, or did he call the troll?
No, it looks like he was warning everyone.
And
Okay,
so this
he's not
troll
like
just
friend.
walked in the front door?
Nope. This troll
Up the pit.
crawled out of the pit in the middle of the room.
Oh yeah, that pit. What a weird thing to have a bar with a fucking pit in the middle.
Yeah, I thought it was like a sunk game type thing. Copy that.
Brings a new meaning to hole in the wall.
So if someone wants to roll history, If anyone's interested, maybe you might know about it since you guys are from Waterdeep.
What about insight?
Or insight, if you want to.
Krusk, no roll.
Yeah, Karne, you notice that you would know that the yawning portal, the tavern, is actually built on top of the portal down into the underworld, Underdark here, under the underwater deep. Goes very far down into these dungeons and these under the land there. You know that there's many levels.
Underdark. Go back to your drow.
Goddamn drow.
So
This
am
is
I-
a
am
bad
I-
thing for a tavern. At least we'll have a true fight.
It's called the Under Mountain. Sorry, he was on the first level, and these things that are flying above him and attached to him, he looks emaciated, particularly because it looks like they're sucking his blood.
Oh,
So,
does that look familiar, Jim?
Yeah, it does, in fact.
Liam?
Who's Jim?
all right. So I might heard him yell "troll."
Yep.
All right. I'll look to the rest of the group. I'll say, "Come on, we've got bigger things to worry about now." And so I couldn't get a good view looking at the picture before, but if I like hop off the balcony here, will I just land like in the will I be able to land on the floor below, or will I go down the portal?
Yeah, the balcony is like pretty much in line with the pit, the portal. So you'd have to like go at an angle, or yeah, it'd be risky. There's stairs though,
Alright.
pretty close by. You can go down.
And how tall? Well, here I'll run up to the edge of the balcony.
Yeah, the troll's pretty tall. He's 9 feet tall. So you know his head is somewhere close to the bottom of the balcony. It's not like you can't reach out and touch him. You know he's but you know his head is on par with let's say the bottom of the balcony.
All right. Well, over the edge of the balcony, I will cast Burning Hands in a cone, 15 feet. I guess I'll draw it. Just basically like going off right to the right, trying to hit the troll and all the things around it.
Okay.
So everything that gets hit, let's make a... which looks... anything like...
So we'll
here,
say
that's-
two of those little flying things in the troll.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take 13 fire damage.
Let me roll. Let's see. It's a
I
dex.
hold out my hands and a rush of flames shoots forth over the railing.
Okay. Troll makes the save, so he takes half.
Yes, half fire.
Okay, so 7. And these little things, they make the save, but they are dead. And oh, I got the perfect thing. Everyone look at the screen. Does
Looking.
this? Yes.
Yes!
Worth it. I'll never do it again.
I expect you to do it every time you do it.
Assuming you're killing these things. All right. Anything else?
No, that's all my movement, and I don't have much bonus action, so that is it. I'll whistle to the rest of the group and get them to come over this way.
Let's see. Let me roll initiative for this guy real quick.
So that was Karne, right? So next is Krusk or
No, next is little guy.
Yeah, the little guy. I rolled these here, so put them in the order. And let me roll the bartender real quick. Sorry, I'm rusty on this part. Oh, he's got a shitty one. Okay. He's gonna be at the bottom of the order. Under here. Okay. So this little flying thing comes over and flies up to the second floor balcony right here next to Leo. And he is going to... What is he going to do? Blood Drain. 24 to hit. I'm assuming that hits.
Yep.
Let's see. He attaches to the target. And while he's attached, he doesn't attack. Instead, at the start of each turn, you lose 5 hit points or whatever due to blood loss. Surge can detach itself by spending 5 feet of its movement. It does so. It drains 10 points of blood from the target. Okay, so he is attached to you currently. Doesn't do any damage right now, but on the start of his turn, he'll start sucking your blood, basically.
Alright. I think my roll 20 is frozen. I'll be right back.
Okay. And now it's the troll's turn.
Goddamn troll.
Troll reaches...
Hey, Bert, real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe I missed something, but the troll's already gone before I've gone last.
Say that again?
I think maybe I've got missed in turn order somewhere. The troll came up, since I had my last turn.
Then
Why-
another way, you added him with a 15, but put him before all the people who were above a 15.
Yeah, because he came up, I never got to do an action since he's been here.
Yeah, your one action was that surprise round, so technically your actual action kind of got skipped.
No, he
took 2 turns.
I took 2 turns,
okay.
but I've taken a turn, and then later on the troll came up, and I haven't had a turn since the troll showed up.
Well, this is the bottom of the first round, basically. So I put them in
Okay.
at the bottom of the first round, is what I did.
Alright, just double checking.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's just been a while.
Troll actually, as he comes out of the pit, like I said, first thing he does is, of course the tavern has pretty much scattered at this point. Doesn't seem like too many people are sticking around, to watch the action. They're either huddled up in the corner or they've already run out. But unfortunately, that one bard that was playing in the beginning of the event that you guys took place in was running down the stairs, and he just snatched him up and threw him down the portal. And as he lumbers towards Durnan over here on the barkeep, that's going to be his turn. Durnan, actually, you see him reach behind the bar and pulls out this giant greatsword that he's apparently had stuck behind the bar. He springs over the bar and confronts the troll here. And as he's raising his little greatsword here, he looks over at Leo. He says, "You." He says, "Get some fire ready, and also grab the lamp hanging over there." And he points over to one of the pillars in the room. And he will attack the troll. The bartender is a badass, so he gets the multi-attack here.
I mean, have you met a bartender? They're all pretty awesome.
Yeah, they multi-drink, aka attack.
This is basically the equivalent of a barkeep. pulling a shotgun out from under the bar and showing everyone who's
A
boss.
double barrel shotgun.
Okay, well, with his first attack, he critically fails. So
Wow, what a fuckboy.
his greatsword kind of goes bouncing off the troll's tough exterior skin and
Oh, that is quite inconvenient.
Not so great, is it?
and goes clattering in front of the bar. And instead of hitting that second time, he is going to run over and try and retrieve it when he'll take an opportunity attack for that. And okay, he is going to take ouch. Ouch. He's going to take 23 damage from that troll. Alright, it is
23, damn. Bartender's fucking savage.
and
Wait, who took 23?
the barkeep from the troll.
Oh no, the barkeep took it, not the troll?
Yeah, because he ran to go get his sword and took an opportunity attack.
Oh shit. The
No.
barkeep is not a savage. The barkeep is about to get fucked.
Barkeep looks really good right now.
Barkeep got savaged.
He looks good?
Oh, he looks like he's having fun.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, Barkeep's like level 5. Okay.
Barkeep's like level 20.
Barkeep's like level
Level barkeep?
I don't know. We'll see. So we're to the half orc time. She is, since what's his name? Dwayne has knocked out her little rival here. She is kind of shaking off these other two guys, and she starts to join in. She doesn't have her weapon or anything, but so she's just gonna come around.
One, I believe. There's only one way.
Say what? Anyway, she's coming around. She doesn't have any weapons. She's not fucking with that troll. Karne, your turn.
Is the troll damaged?
The troll is currently damaged. Yes.
Dope.
He had those little bloodsuckers on him. He still has bloodsuckers attached to him.
And he got some burning hand.
Okay.
Wisdom save of 13.
Wisdom save
It's
is
mandatory when you toll the bell,
9.
you go bong.
He does not make the wisdom save.
Bong! 1d12 necrotic
Exactly.
damage.
That's how you toll the bell, you go bong.
Roll it up. Take 6. He is not looking so great. He's, he already looked kind of rough to begin with, let's be honest. But anything else?
That's all I really got. Troll's having a rough day.
Alright, these bandits' turn. There's only the one guy left, and he's looking around at his buddies that are completely unconscious, sees the troll, and says, fuck this. And he's dashing down and out the stairs, and he's...
Change your ways. Simple one.
What a fuckboy dwarf. What?
Oh,
Huh?
It is Krusk's turn.
Yeah, so, Krusk kind of looks around, surveys the situation. This troll, he's on second level now?
No, he's
he's on the
still on the first.
Still on the first. Okay. And he sees all this bloodshed, and he feels bad, really. As Krusk moves to the leader here. And he kind of kneels beside him, pulling out this. Basically, this is really crappy. It's like bark and a little bit of metal. It's like his little makeshift pocket knife, and he says, "Feel the mercy of Malaki," as he tries to carve like the horn of Malaki into the guy's head, but he's not an artist. Kind of comes out more like a penis, but
Straight up dickhead.
Malaki's mercy lets you live, friend. Yeah, that's it.
So
That's a dick.
you just are carving something in his head?
A dick.
Well, he's trying to carve Malaki's horn.
But it looks more like a dick.
Basically, he wants the bandit to see in the mirror every day the mercy of Malaki.
So, do like a D4 dagger damage.
But I don't want to hurt him. I'm
A
lightly
D4
carving.
You're
dick
literally
damage.
carving
You're
something
carving a
into
dick
his
in his
head.
head, Hex. God damn it, man.
You're going to do damage.
You fucking savage.
Right, he's unconscious right now, so I mean,
You're gonna carve a dick in the
I want
unconscious guy.
really lightly cut it.
Medieval
in there.
version of party hazing.
This is worse than party hazing. Holy shit.
Yeah, waking up with dicks covered on you. Except
Well,
But
it's
it's
not
not
his
a
intention though.
fucking
He just wants
permanent
to put
marker.
the horn.
With a permanent fucking knife.
let me see.
But it's very jagged. It's very jagged looking picture too. But
A jagged dick? What?
well, yeah, it's his knife. He made it himself. You know.
Go ahead
Try.
and do me a favor. Roll a medicine check to see if you know how lightly you need to do it to not fucking just scalp him.
Okay, I like that.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
Not bad.
That's good. You successfully, but not very handily, carve some markings in his forehead. Is that it?
Yes, Malaki showed you mercy, friend. As he kind of prays over him. That's his turn.
All right. Raidia.
Alright, Raidia's gonna. Can I perception to see if I notice what he did?
Sure. Where are you at? You're in relation to.
Right,
You're pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that it was. It didn't. He wasn't trying to be discreet about it. It looked like he just walked
Alright,
over.
she's gonna turn and look at Krusk and say, Krusk, dear, let's not carve weird shit into people who are unconscious, alright? And she's gonna smile. And say, no, let's not do that. And she's gonna turn to the orc and just say, oh, are you alright, dear? Do you need anything?
I'll respond on my turn.
He's talking to this one.
Oh, she says, oh no, I had this. You guys should not have jumped in. I had it under control the whole time.
And she's like, yes, sure, of course, you're just the strongest orc I've ever seen, but let's go sit down. And she's gonna try to lead her over to a chair.
Sit down. I want to see this troll throw whatever that human out down the portal.
No, dear, let's just sit down. Our friends will handle the troll. You just rest your weary head. She's gonna try to coax her over this way. Can I make a persuasion check? Try to bring her over there.
Sure.
A 19.
Well, it probably won't hurt to back away from the balcony a little bit.
Of course, yeah. Let's go sit down. She's gonna lead her to a table and say, yes, dear, yes. You've gone through quite a bit. Just sit and relax.
Dwayne.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha!
Can Dwayne tell, how far it is down to the first level, since there's not really a map figure here?
If you dash, you could probably get down by the bar, which is, somewhere where Durnan is over here. Because you got to go kind of back around, down to the stairs, back towards the bar. It's not just straight down where you're at. But you could probably dash and get over there if you wanted.
Okay, so I couldn't make a roll to jump straight over the balcony and get to where the troll is.
Well, you could certainly try. Just to give you an idea, the balcony is a straight drop down into the portal. So if you miss, you're going to go down into the portal.
Okay, and that would be a acrobatics roll.
I will let you do acrobatics or athletics if you would like to.
Okay, you said dash down to where this gentleman is, correct?
Yeah. Wise choice.
Yeah, fuck. Okay, we dashed there.
You have any bonus actions or anything?
I cannot switch weapons as a bonus action and use it, correct?
I mean, if you want to put away one of your weapons, I don't know what you have, but you could do that, and then you could draw. You could draw as a free action on your next turn.
No, I'll pass on that.
Yeah, technically, you have the ability to
You can
interact
interact
with something
right
as a part of your movement. Like, if you walk around your full movement speed, you can still interact with something.
Right, unless I could attack with it on this turn, I would rather just attack with what I have on my hand on the next turn. Whenever I move up to him.
Okay.
Solid choice.
So, Dwayne says, "Ha ha, I'm coming for you, filthy troll." Ha 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 ha.
Leo, you are up.
Alright, so I've got that thing on me, right?
You do have that thing on you.
Alright, is it like on my arm or something, or?
It is.
Alright, I'd like to cast Create Bonfire right in front of me and then hold the thing, like move my arm to put it in the fire.
Do it.
Alright.
Let's see. So, yeah, no matter what, it is going to explode in blood. It goes everywhere from the past troll blood that he's been sucking. He is definitely dead. These guys are shitty.
Did I heard the barkeep asked for the lantern or something?
Yes, that you see pretty close behind you. There is a lantern hanging on the post.
All right, and I assume that would be an action or something to throw it. So I'll just grab the lantern in my free hand.
Okay, you got the lantern. Sturge is gone. Troll's turn. Troll is now very interested in the two people that are standing here in front of the bar. You're not in range, Leo, but you're on the floor above. And Troll is... what does Troll got? If I could find his character sheet, there it is. Let's see. Oh, Troll's gonna get 3 attacks in on good old Durnan here. Yep. Crit. Ouch. Okay. So you see the troll just reach down, grab Durnan off the ground, and just take a huge bite out of his shoulder, and then at the same time just kind of grab where his claws are holding his waist, kind of just digs his nails in and almost tries to like rip him apart, but you see just his nails just scrape along his back. And Darren is going to take 28, 35 damage here.
Damn!
And Durnan looks like he is still having the time of his life. It is now Durnan's turn. Durnan looks up at the troll. He starts laughing. He says, "Oh, you bastard! You think that's gonna get me? Ah!" And he takes his huge greatsword and he is going to swipe at this thing a couple times. He gets fucking 4 melee weapon attacks, actually.
Damn, 4 attacks? What a goddamn savage.
Boom. God damn it, he fucking crit failed on the first one. Okay. Let me roll 1d4, because fuck this guy. Okay. He just missed. Let's see, next hit, 25, 16, and 12. I'm assuming that doesn't hit. Let's see, the troll has... Okay. So 2 attacks hit, troll takes 20 damage. And he is looking pretty rough. Troll is kind of kneeled down at this point. It's kind of on his... last leg looking. It is, I'm going to say Yager's out of this now. She's kind of been coaxed by Raidia. Karn's turn.
Alright. One second. Alright, and does a 19 hit?
Definitely hits.
Five force damage.
He takes it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he takes it.
Okay. Guess I'll kind of just move around, try and get a better angle, and that's my turn.
Alright, Krusk.
Yeah. Krusk is happy with his carving. And he believes he made a new friend and brought peace. As he kneels down to the guy directly below him. And does the same exact thing. Starts to carve the horn of Malaki into his head. And says, remember Malaki's mercy. Again, not an artist. Looks pretty similar to the first one.
Go ahead and roll medicine.
Come on.
Yeah, you basically scalped this guy.
Oh, no. Oh.
He's dead.
Oh my god! Oh,
No, Malaki's merciful. Don't die.
Can I roll medicine to try to save him?
Negative. You rolled
oh,
medicine.
kind of
Stabilize him, not trying to save him, stabilize him or something, anything? Or next turn, can I do that? Does he gotta be dead and dead?
I mean, sure. He's got 2 crit fails on his save, so sure. If he makes it around without getting hit, I'll let you try and stabilize him.
So next turn I can roll medicine
Sure.
to stabilize him? Or do it now?
He's still unconscious, but he's missing half his scalp.
Oh, he's not dead.
Sure.
If he's not dead, I'm
Alright, your turn's over, Hack. Stop fucking shit up.
Oh my god, what are you doing, Dwarf?
You crazy fuck.
Ah, good draw.
Why does that female keep using my voice?
Raidia?
Alright, Raidia walks over. She's going to smack Krusk in the back of the head. Say, what's the matter with you? Why are you doing this? Go handle the troll, you big dummy. And she's going to do a medicine check on this guy.
He looks like he just got scalped.
God.
He's like, oh, there's nothing I can do against him. What's the matter with you, you big dumb orc? You're supposed to. You're supposed to. And she has nothing else to say. That's the end of her turn. She's super flustered.
Dwayne.
Dwayne looks around for a second, pondering to himself as to what the role of a monk actually is. And then he decides that he's glad that he's a manly barbarian. You know, grips his axe really good and swings it at the troll.
Alright. Go ahead and roll. That does not hit.
Fuck no, it didn't. Of course it didn't. That was a shitty ass roll.
I will say that you are not within his reach, so if you want to move, you can do that.
Oh, is there not?
No, I mean... Oh, wait. I guess you did take an attack on him. I was going to say where your token was, it didn't look like it was... That's fine. Alright, so you're within his reach. What are you doing?
Right, yeah. I went ahead and moved within his reach and decided I was going to swing my axe at him.
Okay, yeah. Are you moving anymore, or are you done?
Yeah, no, he's moving in like that.
Okay.
It's better there.
So that ends your turn, right?
Oh, alright, okay. Yep.
Leo?
Alright, so with the thing on me dead, I'm gonna look back towards Raidia and Krusk and yell back, "What's going on back there? Come on, we've got a real threat over here." And then I'll move back to the edge of the balcony. I don't know exactly where that is. I assume somewhere like here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll look down. Would dropping the lamp on the troll be an action, or like could I just drop it?
You could just drop it if you want. It's a lit lamp, so.
Sure. I'll drop the lamp on the troll, and in the meantime, I'll recast create bonfire centered straight on that troll.
What's the radius on that?
Just 5 feet.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and link the bonfire.
It's like...
Oh. Let's see. Okay.
Link the bonfire, Ashen One.
He did, I think. How does the bonfire work? That's the DC 14 dex?
Yeah.
Alright, let me roll dex real quick. Oh yeah, crit success. So he takes half. So he takes 4. But I'm going to say that since you dropped the lantern on him, it kind of cracks open and the lantern oil spills out onto him. I'm going to give you the full damage on that. I'll give you the 8.
Sweet. As the magical fires light the lamp
And he is looking on death's door here at this point. He is on fire and burning. Are you done?
Yep.
All right.
I'll motion to Raidia and I keep on saying Krusk instead of Krusk, and Krusk.
What was Krusk again? I missed that.
Oh, I'm trying to get you to come over here and stop carving dicks in the guys' foreheads.
I mean, that's all he can do. What do you
Symbols
want?
of a Locky. Okay.
Quit carving your dicks.
As the last effort from this troll, he is going to actually, since Dwayne has come into his sight here, he's going to take a bite at you, Dwayne. And he's going to roll 21. I assume that hits?
Ow. Get bit, bitch.
I think that hits. Dwayne, you're going to take 6 damage if that hits.
A 21?
I think that hits pretty much anything.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm assuming he doesn't have a crazy AC.
Dwayne is slightly constipated right now. He'll be right back.
Slightly constipated? What?
Well, if that's the case, he should still be at his computer.
Well, he's trying to push.
Evo!
So he is taking his bite at Dwayne, and he is going to double claw attack the barkeep again. And he hits with 1 and does 10 damage to the barkeep.
He's on his way back.
Okay. And let's see. So what's Leo saying here? Tell me, Leo. What am I doing?
Basically, if he ends his turn in the space of the bonfire, then he has to make another save.
And otherwise takes another damage.
If he ends his turn, then he takes damage, presumably.
All right. Well, he is no condition to run away. He makes an 18 check. So does that mean he takes half?
Actually,
yes.
I don't think he takes. Half damage just defaulted that, I guess. I don't think he takes any damage if he
Makes it.
if he makes it.
I do have resistance.
Okay, so you have resistance to piercing.
Yes.
Okay, then take half that.
From what? I like to do that.
From being a rage barbarian.
Yes.
Oh,
I
shit.
made
Oh,
my
dude.
rage.
Dude, barbarians are fucking badass.
Excuse me?
Which is why they shouldn't use a shield. Just saying, what?
All right, Durnan.
Ooh. Yeah, my armor class is 18. I'm sorry that I missed that.
Oh, you have an 18 AC. Jesus.
That's correct.
All right, good to know. All right.
I have a 14 AC because I'm a big old girl.
Quest 16.
All right, Durnan looks at this troll. He's doesn't look like he's even breaking a sweat right now. But so he's gonna just take his great sword and take nice 4 melee attacks. Oh yeah, this he doesn't even get through 2 of them. He reaches over and just right underneath the troll's armpit, just slides it right in, kind of goes up towards his shoulder blade. And as the troll is falling down, you see him start to drag him over to the portal. When he looks over at Leo, he says, "Quick, more fire!" As he is holding him over the edge. You have anything else that you could burn him more with?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, on my turn, yeah, absolutely. I've got plenty of fire.
Turn's over. This is dead. Troll's dead. But Durnan says, "Quick, before he gets back up, burn him again."
Oh, the fire's still on him, but I'll throw another firebolt.
Well, he moved him. Sorry, I didn't move it. He moved him over to the portal because he's gonna throw him back down. And that hits. So as your firebolt lands, he shoves the troll right over the edge of the yawning portal, and you see him fall down. And that is going to end our combat for now.
Nice.
Boo! Want more combat? Just kidding.
Good try, troll.
Sorry.
Krusk wants to
All
start
right.
filling this bandit leader up. See what he's got under his
At,
in the pouch, and kind of shake him, wake him back up.
at this point, Leo turns around, sees two vigilantes with blood all over their foreheads and a half-orc reaching down towards one of them, and he just kind of stares stunned, like completely baffled.
Go ahead and roll. What is that? Perception to see what they have on them.
And I'm not trying to be sneaky about what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing his shit, trying to see what's in his pouch.
No, Raidia walks right over before he can grab anything. And she's like, listen, Krusk, dear, what are you doing? Is that your gold?
I'm not trying to find gold. I'm trying to find items.
As he empties it out, and just drops all the gold. if he has gold.
Before he even does that, she grabs his arm. Krusk, dear, is that your items? Are those your gold coins?
These bad people.
I mean, they may be bad, they may not be bad. You don't know. You don't know the situation.
What do items do good for a dead enemy?
Not dead.
He's like, well, that one's almost dead. Haven't you done enough harm, dear? Go sit down back in the booth. And she's going to point to the booth. She's trying.
No. Crush show
Krusk?
mercy.
And he points towards the penis on the forehead.
Krusk, go sit down, friend. She's pointing towards the booth. I want to try to persuade him to go.
Why would these...
16.
What would I roll not to be persuaded?
I would say
I
roll
wouldn't
an
agree either way, but
roll an opposing. Let's see. What would you roll?
a deception, or
Mm,
I'm not trying to really deceive though.
hold
Or
on.
insight.
Let me look.
Might be
Insight would be
insight.
good.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very wise from my years.
I mean, are you physically trying to drag him, or are you just?
I mean, I'm just trying to talk to him. I'm just trying to persuade him that the money that these guys have is not his money, and he should just
No,
go sit
I'm really,
down.
I was trying to dump it on the floor when you asked me. So
He's trying to drag you away and tell you that.
Why would we leave items for these people to just continue doing evil?
I was filling the guy up to see what he had on him.
Are there any
No, I mean,
any
I
pieces
rolled
of
persuasion
loose
to
cloth?
try to move him. You decide, Birkin, what you want to do. But I'm trying to get him to not take shit from the dude whose fucking forehead he just carved a dick into.
Persuasion is
Lockie's, symbol.
persuasion is charisma, right?
It is.
All right. Let me look at.
And
this.
I'm wise. I think insight would be the right thing.
I mean, you could be wise as shit, but you should know that you shouldn't fucking steal from a dude who's.
Oh, I'm
fucking...
not smart though. I'm not trying to steal.
Well, then roll intelligence if you're not smart.
You can roll insight. It's fine. You do not persuade him.
No. He don't like Milwaukee. He cut down trees. He's bad.
I agree. Oh.
Where's Karne? And she's gonna call out, Karne, dear! Karne, where are you?
What does this bandit have on him that I could find?
You see Karn puts away his shield and kind of slouches back over a little bit and twitches. Yeah, Raidia. What?
This orc here is causing problems. Could you help me here? And she's gonna point.
Do I have
problems?
anything
We
here in
are
the
all
meantime?
friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab like a napkin or something from one of the tables and hold it over the more injured dwarf's forehead to try to stem the blood flow and all. I'll look at Krusk and ask him, what on earth do you think you're doing to these poor men?
And Raidia's gonna look and say, finally, someone with a little sense. This orc he's trying to steal from this poor man. He mutilated him. Is it not
Now,
enough?
We got a
I-
lot of moving
I
parts
think
going
he
here,
should
right? So
put his
you
equipment
attempted to
to better
persuade me
use.
while I'm looting. He's trying to see what's on him. I think he should have a chance to try to see what's there.
I mean, you can see what's
Sure.
there.
The only thing he has is that little dagger that he was trying to stab with.
Okay, thank you. Krusk looks at Raidia. Krusk take dagger, make better carving.
She's gonna look at him and say, "Listen, Krusk," and she's gonna say this in Orc. "Listen, Krusk. If you want to make a good impression with humans and not be hated by everyone, you shouldn't just go and do whatever it is you just did. You should go sit down and relax. We were having a nice night, were we not? Let's go have another."
My impression is good.
He points at the carving.
Good impression.
He's like, "No, dear, that's not good. Go sit down, have another drink, let's relax."
Nobody like Krusk drawing.
Krusk walks away, sad. Some
Dwayne-
shoulders.
Dwayne, not understanding language, says, "Oh, I see."
I'll look at Raidia and say, "Hey, do you think that you could take care of this one? I'm gonna go downstairs and see if the barkeep is all right. Looks like he took a bit of a beating."
Like, I don't know what you want me to do. These poor men were... Well, I mean, I'm not going to say poor men. These guys were picking on a poor orc, but...
I know what to do with them.
Karne, please, go sit down.
You said I could
All right,
kill
well-
one, and I didn't get to.
Oh.
I'll take
She points
someone
to the
could-
one who's already injured and has the thing. She's like, "Oh, all right, you can kill that one. But the other three, I swear to
Oi.
God, leave them alone."
Oh, hold on.
No, you don't kill.
What's
Krusk
this?
don't allow kill.
Killing
I'll-
an unconscious being?
Krusk,
Yeah,
I'll stop you.
I'll-
Krusk, no.
I'll try to stand in front of him if he moves to one of
You
them there.
kill, I show you Malaki mercy.
You draw your lines in uncertain places.
Long live Avi. As Raidia is gonna just look at Karne and say, "Well, I'm sorry, dear, but it looks like the group is not allowing you to kill anyone. But of course,
Y'all
you
better
know,
make some kind of check to beat my 21 then.
Can he catch?
because he's
I
about to
convince you?
kill a bitch."
I want to get advantage with my RP ability here. If I can try to convince him.
Nope, there's no convincing Karne. As she looks
Well,
at,
I get a roll with advantage if I do good RP, right?
Yeah,
he's gonna
man,
look at
go
Krusk
for
and
it.
say, "Good luck. I've been with him for years. You can't convince him not to kill when he's got that look in his eye. Look at his eyes. He's he's a little disturbed."
Do we get to? I'm just like asking
So-
the DM. Do we get to take an action before he kills the person, or does that just happen before we can do it?
I don't know. You're on a different floor, so go be on a different floor.
So Krusk
No, we're on
wants
the
to
same floor.
try to stop.
Nah, you
him.
were gonna go down and help the bartender.
Yeah, but I'm still holding the guy's forehead. I was
God
trying to get you to
damn
take
it!
over for me.
God damn it!
Just let me get my word in before we kill the guy.
All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm getting one more drink. Birkin, are we going for a little while longer?
I mean, it's up
Yes,
to you guys.
please?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm down. Yes, please.
Hell yeah! We're having an awesome sesh. I'm not gonna lie, Birkin, fucking awesome dude. Great job.
Thanks.
I can't give you enough props.
I'm sitting here fumbling.
Yes, fine.
I was at work at 3 o'clock yesterday morning, so I'm still down.
I don't know, Amnaria. I'm pretty sure you were down on the first floor doing some shit.
Amnaria had not
I
gone down to
wasn't.
the first floor yet. He was on the second floor.
Okay.
I'm still
okay.
right next to you, talking to you.
I mean, you and I share the same goals, but... I mean, Karne's a wild card. We can't help him. He's a fucking savage. What are we gonna
Yeah,
do?
he is a
Who
savage.
cut the
Thank
brakes on
you,
the car?
Thank you.
Wild
He is the
card.
savage here.
I mean, for once, Hex isn't the savage. Though he
Oh, he
did
is.
carve a dick in some dude's head. God damn it, Hex! Dudes
Hey,
don't
it's
want dicks in their
Malaki's
head.
horn.
The great horn of justice.
Feel like Raidia likes a savage.
I mean,
I like the horn of justice. I like that.
if the horn has 2 balls, then it's not quite a horn.
Actually,
I think-
during all that commotion, it looks like you guys were, you're all kind of into it. Durnan, the barkeep, you hear him. He just says, "Great. Now I'm covered in troll blood and lamp oil." You see him yell at a random waiter. He says, "Get a mop and clean this shit up. I'm gonna go change." You see him leave in the back room. You guys are, still deciding what's going on, but at this point, you see a lot of the patrons have cleared out. You are kind of starting to draw a crowd, though. You guys stood up against this troll, and now there's these downed guys on the floor that you guys seem to all kind of be arguing over. So there are people watching what you're doing. You're hearing a lot of, nice jobs. Wow, that's, amazing from all these people. They're kind of crowding around at this point. And also some of the tavern workers that, they're actually coming with what looks like, medicine kits to help anyone that is down. You probably have a couple rounds before they get to you guys, so you can figure that out.
Okay.
Hey, do
so
we,
first thing I'll try this argument again. You had a chance to say that?
Yeah, go for it.
Is this still like a theater line, or do we have a map for this, or?
Yeah, Karne is the one you were going to be arguing with over whether or not to kill this person.
That is the samurai guy over here. Alright. So yeah, Krusk carve, horn of Malaki, look like penis. Let him live. Bigger punishment. Ha 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 ha.
Dwayne says, I thought you were actually trying to make the symbol of your people the word gods.
I am. I'm not good drawing. Not with this jagged knife, bark knife.
Hey, which guy is Krusk looking at? Which one?
Yeah, this one up here, yep.
Okay. So you're not paying attention to the guy that you carved the penis in, that you scalped?
Well, I carved two penises. One in this guy and one in this guy.
I thought you did this guy down here.
That's what I thought so too.
Oh, maybe I did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So I don't think you've touched this guy up here. So are you?
Well, let me change my argument then. Now, let Krusk draw or scribe Malaki's symbol on his head. Worst punishment. Alright,
Raidia's gonna try to step in and say, "Listen, Krusk dear, let's not carve symbols into people's heads, especially when you're, well, not so good at drawing."
That's Malaki's mercy.
I mean, it would be merciful if you could draw the actual symbol, but let's be real, it looks like a bit of a pecker.
You don't like Krusk draw?
No, dear, I don't think anyone likes Krusk draw.
Harry likes Krusk. Krusk is sad.
Funny.
He sinks his arms and starts to walk away. He's very sad now.
She tries to stop him. No, Krusk dear, we like you. You're a nice fellow, but maybe not the artist. Maybe you don't draw on others' flesh because
You all hear a sword swing down as metal cuts through flesh.
Yeah,
as Raidia turns and says, "God damn it! Son of a bitch!" She's like, "Karne, what did... Wait. She looks around the room. She's like, "Oh, no. Is that the first one?" And she looks at Karne. He's like, "Oh, alright."
Karne shakes his head. Could have had Malaki's mercy. Walks away.
Well, honestly, it's probably better his throat slit than to have whatever you wanted to do to him done to him. And she looks at Karne and says...
Now he will receive the Queen's love.
He's like, "Alright, yeah, Queen's love, of course, dear. Now go sit down, because you've had your one, no?"
Okay.
Wait for...
I'll grab a drink.
Alright, let's go grab a drink, dear. As Raidia and Karne are gonna go sit down and drink more. With a dead body just fucking...
Krusk walk with the shoulders slumped, very sad and all. Here's drinking. Drink? Ale? He heads back that direction.
Yeah, we have pictures. Come on.
Alright, Leo, who's still holding the napkin in the guy's forehead, hears the sound of blades striking flesh and sees you cutting that guy down. And as you begin to walk away, he casts sleep on you.
I'm half elf. I am immune to magical sleep.
Nice try, big girl.
Damn.
Damn! Pew, 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 pew.
So, just to note, you basically, you murdered this guy.
Correct.
Wait, which guy?
The top bandit. He just
The one
killed
with
him.
the big axe who's
He
dead.
refused Malachi's mercy. That one. Okay.
I mean, he sure did. Because nobody wants a dick fucking carved on their forehead.
Just the horn.
So, there was a crowd around. Not a lot of people, but there were a few people, and they definitely saw that happen. Just so you know.
Then they also see him happily put his sword away, go back to a bench, and start drinking and looking for a waitress to order a sandwich.
Leo goes over to him, a bit flustered. He yells at him. What on earth do you think you're doing?
As Raidia's
You
gonna
just-
step in and say, listen, it's all right, listen. Now, Karndir, he's, well...
No, I won't listen. He just murdered an innocent person.
Well, I mean, let's...
It's not
This
murder
isn't the
if I'm
time.
offering the queen.
Yeah, let's be honest. What was he innocent? Those 4 awful men were attacking that poor orc. If you
He's
think that's
unconscious.
innocent...
He's innocent.
He was without honor, but needed mercy.
Exactly. He was not innocent. Poor orc, and she's gonna flag towards the orc. Listen, dear, come over, come sit with us. A drink is on me. Well, I mean, by on me, I mean on Karn, of course.
And
but
Krusk says
a brawl is-
actual orcish.
He does have mercy, though. The mercy is being taken
not-
away from this hard life and getting to sit by the queen.
And now having a dick carved out his forehead.
Horn.
Alright.
Lucky's horn, not dick.
Yeah. All right, dear. Yes, it was a horn. A horn with 2 balls, of course. She just snickers.
At this point, I look pretty upset, and suddenly sparks appear on my hands, and a small bolt of fire shoots. And
She's gonna hold her
knocks.
hands out. She's like, whoa, hold
No,
on, relax.
or it just shoots out and knocks something off a table, and I quickly turn around, like half surprised, half embarrassed.
She's like, oh, listen, be careful. Leo, let's talk. So, I'm not a condoner of murder. I am a peaceful woman myself, but let's be honest here. These 4 men, they were trying to attack this poor orc. 4 against 1, do you think that's fair? Do you think that's noble and just?
It's not my place to step in, I suppose. The authorities of Waterdeep will be the ones to handle this.
Well, sure, but the authorities of Waterdeep were not here. That poor orc would have been killed if we had not stepped in and helped. Now, Karn, my love, unfortunately is, he's a little bit, let's say aggressive. So, every once in a while, he needs to make a sacrifice to his god. Now, these men clearly had no honor. Clearly were bad men, so...
No, kill, bad. Give Malachi mercy.
Well, yes, dear, yes, Malachi mercy, of course, but Karn had to, he had to do what he had to do. But we've spared 3 of the 4, and that was better than they deserved. So let's have another drink and just relax.
Leader, see Malachi's mercy. Leader, help Malachi now.
All right,
Like, yeah, Malachi, of course, dear. Malarkey, whatever, yeah.
I glance warily back.
Krusk motions the half-orc to come join them. And he says an orc,
Come here, friend.
As Raidia is going to say an orc as well. Yes, come here, dear, of course. You're welcome here. Tell us, why did those awful men attack you?
I look warily at Karn as I go back slowly over towards the vigilantes, and I guess hold the hold the napkin to the forehead of whichever one looks worst who's still alive.
Alright, so here we go.
Sorry, what's going on?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, ha!
Am I missing something? What's going on?
Oh, ha!
No, I think we're just sitting here. Where'd the half-orc go, Birkin?
Yeah, we motioned to our table.
Yeah,
and
we
never came.
beckoned her over to talk to her, but then she here.
She slipped out while you guys.
He was enjoying me for saving him.
She slipped out while you guys were murdering.
What?
No murdering, no.
Can I try to medicine check
We did-
I show
the
murder.
vigilante? The vigilante I'm looking over.
What do you want to do with him?
Just medicine check and like try to stop the bleeding or something.
Yeah,
As I continue holding the rack.
sure. What's the stabilize over 10? Yeah, you stabilized.
Oh, that the scalped one?
You talking about the
Whichever-
leader or the scalped one?
Whichever one
Yeah,
looks
Leader was
worse, who's
okay.
not.
He has Malaki's mercy in his head.
Whichever
The
one's
one that
worse,
has
that's
been
not dead.
the newest. He's been the newest member of the Inglorious Bastards hit squad.
This guy
Yep.
here.
I
Yeah,
want
I
my
look-
scouts.
Are you mad? What have you done? We made a deal with you men for that man's life.
Alright, so, tell me, I don't know what you guys want to do. So you've, Leo has stabilized, the guys. If you want to stabilize them all, that's fine. Is anyone going to stop you from doing that?
No, and we also called, I mean, maybe you missed it, we called the half-orc to come join us.
Well, that was, she slipped out as soon as Karne killed that guy, she was gone. That was after that happened that you were trying to call her over.
Oh, okay.
Good job, Karn.
Karn. Krusk is shaking his head. Oh, you're the worst.
Moo.
As Raidia's like, listen, he's all right. he's just him.
Krusk, show mercy. You kill.
Did you just move?
He sure did just move.
What? No.
What?
No, I didn't. What?
Okay. So, what are you guys doing? You're Raidia and Krusk and Karne are over here off to the side. Leo's
Karne is waiting on the sandwich.
Leo's stabilized and is stabilizing, and Dwayne, what are you doing?
You know, as far as I'm concerned, if these guys do wake up, then they're probably not going to want to try and find us. So I'm gonna go back to the bar.
Okay. Well, so what you see now is, you know, like I said, the crowd kind of came over to, you know, congratulate you guys for taking care of the troll, and you see the author that was in the corner earlier, pushing through the, you know, a few people, and let me show you a picture of him. Let's see.
I'll rejoin the table warily, keeping my distance a bit.
So the figure who approached you strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat, tightens his scarf, looks over and says, Wolothump Gedarm, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. You can call me Volo. Please, come join me at my table. You see, his table's got enough room for everyone. Where he was sitting in the corner, he's got all his books at. I would love to buy you all a drink.
Krusk moves forward and sits in the one chair.
Krusk like drink.
Yeah, Raidia is going to come over too and say, "Oh, free drink? Love a free drink. Karne, dear, come on, let's have another free drink."
Joy says, "Ha ha! A drink. That always starts a good tale of sorts."
As, what is his name again? As Dwayne walks by, Raidia's going to rub his head and say, "Oh, you little cute fella," and rub his head.
So are you guys all going to sit down with him?
Yeah.
Like Krusk, like I said, you took the one chair that was there and sat down immediately.
Krusk like drink.
I'm still nervously flicking a little bit of fire between my fingers, so kind of looking at Karne. But
He says, I trust you've noticed the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now I fear I've misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence. My friend, his name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped. Or maybe worse. If you agree to track him down, with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece right now, and I give you each 10 times that when you find Floon. Can I prevail on you to in my hour of need?
Like dragons.
Dwayne says, "Are you sure he just decided to do his own thing? Sometimes folks get tired of the grind, and they just want to go on their own."
You were breaking up for me. Sorry, I didn't really catch much of that.
No?
yes,
Nothing.
I got
so,
it.
Yeah. I pretty much just asked if you're sure that he didn't just go off on his own. To do his own thing.
Oh no, Floon, he sometimes likes to go do his own thing, but no, he usually always shows back up. He's been missing. He would never ever leave me for this long.
Oh, well, where do you think he might have gone to in this?
Well, we were together. We were down in the dock ward. We we had a few drinks together. Let me show you. Let me show you the map here where they were at. Actually, give you guys a little perspective of Waterdeep here.
Sure. In the meantime, Krusk asks,
Floon cut down trees? You cut down trees?
No, I don't cut down trees, but I do use lots of paper.
Floon like trees?
Oh, Floon loves trees. He loves nature.
We find Floon, tree hugger. We find him.
So if you look south on the map, all the way down here, Yawning Portal. That's where you guys are at now, and he tells you guys that he last saw Floon in the dock ward, which you guys are pretty much on the skirts of now. And so it's not too far away. If you zoom in down on the dock ward, Let's see. He's more than willing to give you guys this info because, you know, he wants his friend back. But,
I see Sea Ward and Castle Ward. I do not see Dock Ward.
Dock Ward is
big-ass thing
all
right
the way
here.
south. You have
South.
to scroll way down. Is it shift? Oh, here it is. Will that zoom your map for you there?
Sure
Okay,
did.
there you go. Yep.
Okay. So, Volo says, it was 2 nights ago when Fluin disappeared. We were drinking at the Skewered Dragon. It's a tavern, and he's recommending that you find the Skewered Dragon down in the dock ward, where he was with him 2 nights ago. And I give you
Sorry?
10
Did you say dragon?
10 gold
Cut
now.
out of it, cut out of it. Who are we looking to find?
Floon. His name's Floon.
I mean the summoning dragon.
Oh,
the
the name of the place is the Skewered Dragon.
He was Floon Blagmarn.
It is Floon Blagmar. I'll type it out.
Alright,
We should find Balloon Tree Lover.
Yeah, that is 2 days. That is a bit distressing. Have you reported him missing?
Well, I've certainly asked around my friends. As you see, most of the adventurers in the area, they like to come here more often than not, but nobody's seen Floon.
You know, I'll look to the rest of the group. Yes, if anyone. I mean,
Again, I can give you 10 gold each right now, and then
Okay.
later, I give you 10 times that each.
As Raidia is gonna just
That was my
turn.
question.
Yeah, she's gonna turn to the group and say, "Well, I mean, I don't really know any of you very well. Shall we work together on this?"
Krusk work with pretty lady. Yes.
Oh, I am quite the pretty lady, but don't get any ideas. As she winks at you.
But Krusk look at fat dwarf, I don't know.
I agree. I don't know about him as well. She's like, little friend, can you behave?
Dwayne looks at her pride and says, I also do not know if we can trust Amneric.
Well,
what?
Amneria, Leo.
Oh.
She says, well, I mean, he does have quite the big hat, and he does tell quite the boring story, but he's alright. I think he's alright. She's gonna look at Leo and say, you're alright, right?
I'll just kind of laugh a bit.
Krusk nod. Hat dumb. Yes.
And Dwayne says, I can trust anybody that pledges their allegiance to doing the good.
Well, this certainly will go faster if we're able to. If we all work together. After all, Waterdeep's a big city.
Absolutely. Ho, ho.
So,
And we're still in the bar right now.
yeah, you guys are basically at his table with all his books. And he says, I forgot. The winner from
better
the event earlier.
Oh yeah, who was the winner?
Oh, I love all of your stories. They each one have many useful things, but unfortunately I can only pick a one. And the one that I feel like is most useful for my new book is this green fellow right here, this tall, muscular man. What's your name?
Me, Krusk?
Oh, yes.
Raidia's gonna clap and say, Krusk, well done, dear, well done.
You like my story?
That's
Congratulations,
great, wonderful
sir.
stories. Go collect your prize. I loved your stories.
Oh, yes. Here for your prize. We had a donation, and it was this magical ring. And he pulls out from his bag this little box, like a ring box, and he hands it to you. He says, "Oi, I know it. They called it a ring of how you say teleportation."
Krusk like that, he think?
Yes, it's a very powerful ring, and they said just be very careful because it's only one time you can use it. But it would take you anywhere you want.
Ooh, that certainly does seem useful. Congratulations, Krusk.
So I guess meta. I mean, is it like a tunable thing, or should I like just like throw it on, or
Say what?
is this like a tunable thing? Is like a
Yeah, you
tunable
gotta tune
object?
to it.
Huh?
You gotta attune to it.
Yeah, Krusk doesn't think.
Krusk like ring, thank you.
And he puts it on his finger.
Oh, that's a very nice one, Krusk.
Raidia's gonna just look and say, listen, Krusk dear, be careful with that ring. It might take you a place you're not familiar with.
Krusk take Blocky's mercy somewhere else.
Always so cautious. Such a woman.
She's like, goddamn dwarf, don't you be sexist to me. I'll smack your little dwarf face.
Oh, I meant no harm. I love all my companions.
He's like,
We are
"Ha, ha."
all equals.
He's like, ha ha ha, indeed. And she looks at Karne. Karne gives him a look like, we might have to take care of this dwarf, dear.
Krusk don't like pay gap between man and woman.
Yes, exactly. Hey, guys. Sorry, I can't hold my shit together.
That was good.
Krusk no like pay gap.
Oh, I agree, dear. Let's all get an equal share of your ring. May I hold it? And she holds out her hand.
Sure, when you get pregnant, equal pay.
Oh.
Poor Karn.
Karn's still just staring at his mug, wondering where his sandwich is.
Yeah, can we get sandwiches around here? Also, I think we decided to accept this quest.
I was gonna say, did you guys decide that you're gonna go look for his buddy Floon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course, we'll find your friend.
He says, "Oh, thank you so much. I like I said, the Skewered Dragon is it's in an alley right between Net Street and Fillet Lane in Dockward. It's not far from the old Zablob shop."
Well, that seems like a simple task indeed.
So we're a circle, kind of.
Let's see. Yep. That's exactly where it's at. You can leave that on there if you want, so you guys know.
Awesome. Make it a dot.
Might be easier to.
Can we do a 5 minute?
Yo, I was gonna say this is. I mean, this is a decent time. We could stop. We could keep going a little bit? I mean, it's
I'm
kind of
like-
late.
I'm loving it, but
Yeah, I'm having fun. I want to keep going, but if other people want to stop, I'm okay.
Hex and Jim
I'm
are in.
not
I would
okay. I
like
don't hold
to keep
against you,
going, but
but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not
fucking
okay.
exhausted.
I want to keep go. Oh, Kenny.
Yeah, I won't lie. I'm drunk, but I can
dude,
keep
I'm running
going.
off of like 2 hours of sleep over the past
Kenny,
48
you
hours.
need. Yeah, well, you
Yeah,
need to keep
oh,
going,
hear
big girl.
about. I was at work at 3:00 a.m. yesterday.
Hell yeah, let's keep going, Kenny. You can keep going.
Fine.
Yeah, woo!
Feel like
Is there
I
a stopping point? Another stopping point coming up soon?
Yeah, you could probably do like another 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, let's do another.
Like,
30
maybe you guys
minutes.
could get to the skewer dragon or so.
Sure, that sounds good.
cool.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
got
let
our.
me-
Yeah,
I
Phil
feel
and,
like I don't.
You're a dragon.
You feel like what?
I feel like we don't know each other well enough.
I mean, do you guys want to hang out in the tavern? Do you guys want to?
I mean, we can walk and chat. No.
We
Yeah,
did pretty well.
probably shouldn't leave because I'm drunk.
Alright, so if you guys look-
probably shouldn't be dragging.
I
you'll-
mean, I'm still mostly sober, but I can make a strong drink if we want to play for like.
Well, I just
45
grabbed a
minutes.
Red Bull so I can hold my own here. So
Yeah,
So-
I'm ready.
So you guys are here in the
Uh-huh.
yawning portal, or actually, sorry, up here. How are you going to get down to the skewer dragon down below?
You
So,
take
like-
a right and then walk south and then.
You guys want to go this
go
way,
left.
go down this way? I mean, it depends on what's going on. How do you want to? Because this,
this is all in the city.
what's that?
I'd assume we.
Or we
go
head
the-
down the high road and head out to find this thing.
I think we go the pink way.
The high road is a very
I mean-
long road.
Right, nobody actually knows.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me.
Well,
Right? It's
decide,
cool.
'cause it
I
matters.
wanna go with the flow. Oh, well then I'm voting for the pink road because.
Sure, sounds good to me. Yeah,
Where's
main
the dragon
streets.
at?
Okay, so you're gonna. The dragon is down. You see the orange spot down where Amaria marked there. Skewer dragon's right
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
I mean, I'm voting for the pink path. If you guys want to go a different way, that's cool.
We should go the green path.
Where's the?
That's the best path.
I mean,
Straight
that's,
across.
that's not even anything, Hex. God damn it.
Over every straight line.
All right, listen. Hex is too drunk to play this game.
What? No, I'm not.
You're walking through fucking houses.
No, we're climbing over houses.
Birkin, don't let him. Just don't let him, please.
Okay.
Which way is the least seedy?
Sticking with main roads is more, you know. Someone. Anyone want to roll? Let's see. What would that be? Perception on. Or what would you roll for?
Insight,
Like
history?
history? Yeah, history would be a
maybe-
good one.
maybe
Is there anybody
insight.
who's particularly good at finding their way around places?
I'm gonna say insight, just to say I've
In
been
this
around.
group?
I've been around Waterdeep for a while. I know which roads are good to walk down and which aren't.
Yeah. Raidia, you would know that the dock ward is especially seedy.
So
It's
the least amount of time we could spend in there, the better.
pretty much, yeah. It's the worst. Pretty much the worst part of Waterdeep.
So if we can walk around the trades way and then just kind of skirt over to dock wards a little bit, that would be the best.
Let's go to the way the dragon and turn right on Net Street or Floy Lane or whatever. Just like maximize the time.
Well,
There's
we
a lot of
don't have a
people-
dragon crush because some of us don't want to be a fucking ranger. We want to be druids. So
Well, we need like a real tracker here who knows where we're going.
sure, somebody who has the portal feat. Do you detect any portals?
You hate my portals.
Listen, you didn't detect it, but I swear, if you had been in the worm and detected a portal, I would have given you one.
Mm.
Remember that for next time. There's a portal. What?
Crust navigate.
All right, so you guys leaving the tavern? You're going down that main road? Yeah.
Sure. And
Yeah.
and-
Do we need like
I-
a
as
marching
you-
order, or how does this work?
I
as you
mean,
guys are.
go ahead, Omari.
Oh no, yours is more important.
I was gonna say, if you guys are going that main street, you don't need a marching order. The street is really wide. I mean, it's a big, almost like a highway, you know, as far as like traveling by foot. So it's not like you're going down narrow paths or anything. So, assuming you guys are just pretty much keeping to yourselves and just going down, because you know where the skewer dragon is. You just headed pretty much right there, right?
Oh no, I mean Raidia's not keeping to herself. She wants to know her peeps a little more, if you don't mind.
Yeah. No, I meant you're not like exploring or anything.
Oh no, I mean I'm not trying to cause trouble. But Raidia's gonna turn to Leo, and she's gonna say, "Well, I mean, I don't really know a lot about you. I know you have a fancy hat. Were you a military man?"
Yes, indeed. Well, I was a poor farmer, son of a poor farmer myself. Until it turned out I had a proclivity for setting things on fire. So I joined the Mages Academy on a military scholarship, fantasy RPC, and ended up in the Waterdeep Guard, where, if I may say so myself, I rather distinguished myself and got myself a commission in the First Foot Guards, which has a long and storied history as one of the finest regiments in Waterdeep. But things being what they are, that couldn't last, and I found myself losing my commission. And now, well, the rest is history, is this. And as you guys are walking, as you're walking through, and maybe, say 10 minutes of walking have gone by or something, or
Sure.
And you all start to feel rather inspired, like being in Leo's presence. Like now that he's out in the air, he's standing a bit straighter, and he has an air of confidence about him, and it's almost as if that inspiration will give you 5 temporary hit points.
There you go.
Dope.
I will say that the event was around 7 o'clock in the evening, so it is dark out. It's not super late. It's probably like 9 o'clock, but I'm gonna say, since you guys were walking for a while, when you did come out of the yawning portal, heading down Soothsayer's Way here, you guys could see, looking back towards the yawning portal, you can see the castle in the distance. When you look back towards Mount Waterdeep, you see the castle Waterdeep in the distance. As you come up on Soothsayer's Way towards the Way of the Dragon over here, and turn that corner, you notice that it's kind of a downward slope in elevation as you go down towards further south into the Dockward. Just say that.
Cool. So, Raidia, what's your story? You certainly seem to know your way around the martial arts. You took out those 2 ruffians before I could even move a muscle.
Well, I've had a little bit of training with the way of the martial arts. I'd prefer not to be violent, though. I think if I had my way, everybody would be peaceful and happy in the world. But sometimes there's those who don't prescribe to the way of peace, and they have to be dealt with.
Amen to that.
Likable too.
I can stand by that philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody, and I want everybody to be happy, but there's just those who don't follow the rules of the world. Those who do bad things, who hurt others. I don't like them.
Yeah, order is important. I agree.
Yeah, crush change world with good arts.
Well, yeah. I don't know, Krusk dear. Maybe you stick to drawing on pieces of paper and not on people's flesh.
No, crust like flesh.
No, Krusk dear. You shouldn't do that. That is bad. Misbehaved. It gives you a dirty look.
Crust give mercy.
Well, no, those kinds of things are not mercy, in fact. Those are, well, I don't know what those are, but they're definitely not mercy.
You don't like Malaki?
I mean, I don't know anything about Malaki, but I know that you shouldn't draw a dick on someone's head.
Does that work? What?
I'm gonna try-
Crust draw horn of Malaki.
I'm gonna try to persuade him.
You already did, and you failed. Nope, not again.
As she's gonna be like, well, I understand what you're trying to do, but dear, you need to work a little bit more on your art, because unfortunately what you're drawing is not quite that. As Raidia is gonna take out a quick piece of paper and just do this. That doesn't look like a horn to me, but that's what you've been drawing, dear. As she draws a clear dick on a piece of paper.
Oh, that's correct.
Oh yes, horn of Malaki. Yes, you like Malaki.
And she's like, no, that's not a horn of Malaki. As she kind of slaps her head. Oh.
You Malaki Alkalite. Which temple?
No. I don't know who Malaki is, but let's just draw our pictures on parchment. And she's gonna hand him a few pieces of papers and say, "You just draw on this." And she's gonna hand him a crayon.
Crust like crayon.
Yeah,
He starts
yeah.
drawing a bunch of Malakis on there.
He's like, yes, draw on that. As Krusk is drawing dicks on parchment.
So fun.
Oh,
This is not on YouTube, right? This is not being live streamed?
Oh, this is being live streamed right now.
Oh, God.
Listen,
Is anyone watching?
There's nobody watching.
There's one person watching.
Not
Hey,
yet.
whoever's watching, what up, big girl?
Krusk is literally
Krusk
Jonah
likes-
Hill from Superbad drawing dicks everywhere.
It
Yeah.
is unicorn horns, okay?
With balls.
So I'm gonna say you guys have been walking for a little bit. As you guys start passing Brian's Street, you guys see where that's at here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's for Brian. We got that.
As you guys start passing Bryan Street, you see that's been cordoned off by the City Watch. Lying on the cobblestones are a half a dozen corpses. They're seemingly the victims of some sort of skirmish. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you and just says, "Get on, nothing to see here."
Do I recognize any of them?
You do not recognize any of these guys. They look pretty young. In the middle of the night,
The guards.
they send the newbies out for handling the little stuff. So I don't think that you've been. I don't think you've been away from the watch too
Yes.
long to know any of the newbies.
Yeah, it's been a few years.
we are on the Waterdeep Dragon passing by Burning Street.
Can I, looking at the people being arrested, do I notice anything odd about them? Like anything of note, or do they just look like random petty criminals?
Yeah. Why don't you roll an investigation
Investigation or not perception?
or perception? Sorry.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, you notice that the humans that are kneeling with their hands on their heads, you see that all 3 of them have this. Let's see. Let me get it right. Hold on. Sorry. Look at my notes. Yeah, you notice that each of these guys seem to have well, 2 of the 3 at least, seem to have what looks like a serpent tattoo, a black serpent tattoo, somewhere on their body that you can see.
Do I recognize the tattoo from anywhere?
Yeah, you would know that that is a symbol from the Zentarum.
Oh, looks like some Zentarum gang violence over there. Not the first time these petty thugs have done something like that.
Yeah, Dockward, super unsafe. It's got like these tall, densely packed tenements. Basically leaves a lot of the neighborhood in shadows at ground level because they're so tall. Like most of the street lamps are smashed out or their candles have been stolen. You can smell, like the salt air coming through because you're pretty close to the coast. But pretty much everything is rundown buildings, and it smells kind of like shit, honestly. Like literal shit.
Well, that's not good.
It's a pretty terrible part of town that you guys are going through here.
It sure is.
So we see people on the ground, a barricade.
Yeah, the street's been barricaded off. There's several City Watch already doing arrests and investigations. You notice the guys that are arrested appear to be Zentarum.
Fucking Zentarum. Nobody likes those guys.
You guys, the City Watch has already, kind of yelled at you guys to keep moving. You want to stick around? You want to keep moving?
So where exactly are we? We're like,
You're right on Bryan Street in the Way of the Dragon.
Yeah, like right here?
Opposite side of the road, but yeah.
Yeah, Krusk is gonna ask, what are their crimes?
Are you... The city...
He's talking to city guard, looking
Sure.
towards the Tarum guys there. I guess cuffed or bound in some way.
The three of the four city guard, they don't even look up at you. They just kind of ignore you and keep attending to the three that are on the ground. But the one that told you already to keep moving, he says, you do best to mind your own business here, Orc.
Alright, Raidia's gonna step up and say,
Ugh.
Well, sir, there's no reason to be like that. We're just concerned citizens who are trying to figure out what's going on. We're in fact looking for somebody. His name is Floop? Is his name Floop?
Floon, F-L.
Floon.
Floon. We're looking for somebody named Floon. He was last seen somewhere kind of close to here, and so we're just kind of wandering through, and we're wondering what you're up to, and we would love to have a little more information as just people who are walking through. Just concerned citizens who use their diplomat feet.
And Krusk asks him, what is your name?
Yeah, that's a persuasion feat, so let them roll insight against me. As Raidia is just chatting them up.
Alright, I'm just gonna roll 1d20. Oof, close, but...
That is close, but not quite.
He says, this is typical. These gangs, these factions, they've been going at it for weeks. This is nothing new. This is just more of the same dead bodies. We haven't figured out anything yet. I don't know why there's been an uptick in violence lately, but it just seems to have escalated pretty recently. Can't pin down the root cause yet, but these streets are pretty dangerous right now. I don't know why you guys are out here walking at night. I definitely wouldn't be by myself. At least you have a few with you, but you better get going where you're going as soon as you can.
Well, of course, we're heading towards the Skewered Dragon. We're looking for a friend, but if you can give us any information about the gangs and who's fighting with who, that would be terribly helpful, dear.
Oh, do you say his name?
And we're looking for Floon if you could help.
Floon, never heard of a Floon before. These guys here that are dead are. Let me see if I have that. These dead guys on the ground are from the Xanathar Guild.
Oh, Xanathar. Yeah, they're Or you mean Zentarum?
No, the guys that are alive and arrested are from Zentarum, and the guys that are dead are from Xanathar's guild.
They're thieves.
And she's like, oh yeah, a bunch of bad fellows, them Zentarum. I'm not a fan, but all right. Thank you for your information. Is there any more insight you can give us on what's going on here? Are these two factions fighting? Are they at war?
Well, there's many factions, and they all seem to all of a sudden have been attacking each other. It doesn't seem to be just one-on-one. But you know, I need to get back to these culprits here before I get in trouble with my officer.
He says, "Sure, of course, dear. I understand. Thank you for your information. We're going to be on our way. You take care. Have a great night."
You too. Stay safe.
Krusk asks one last time.
I'll ask you again. What is your name?
He's like, no, Krusk, dear. We've got to go. He's given us enough information. She's going to try to pull Krusk along.
He looks back. He looks back over his shoulder. He says, He says, I'm Jareth."
Ah, Jareth, Slayer of Tree. I knew it.
Yeah, of course, Slayer of whatever. Thank you, Jareth. Thank you, dear. It's been terribly helpful. You have a good night. Be safe. Don't take any risks. As she's gonna pull Krusk and say, "Krusk, come on. This is not where we want to be. He's fine with trees. He didn't cut any trees. Come on." And she's trying to lure him down the street, away from that guy.
I'll give a little gesture to the guards as I go by, like waving hello.
Yes, with all the, I guess, motivation and persuasion from Raidia, he'll go.
Yeah, Jareth sees your wave and he just kind of gives you the upwards nod, you know, as you pass by, like, you know what I mean?
She's talked for about a minute and then she's been on her way.
Are you guys continuing south?
Yep.
As she's just going to say to the group as they're walking, all right, guys, listen, we have to be careful. This is apparently a bit of a rough stretch here, so let's stick together and let's try to not cause any trouble.
Yeah, full of it's barely in Waterdeep at all. The guard, at least in the past, it's had a loose grip at best on the doings here.
Grass save trees.
Alright, well, you guys are moving further south. You gonna pass Fillet Lane, or are you gonna go down to Net Street and cut in, or are you gonna cut on the first available Fillet and come down?
Wait, okay, so where now? And
Well, you guys are coming down this road here. So, are you going to? And I'm only asking because you know there are specific things on specific streets. So, are you going to go down Fillet Lane and cut in to the bottom, like go south, or are you going to come around the block down Net Street and go up into? So basically, where the green circle is or the green square is where the Skewer Dragon is, in that alley in there. So you could basically come from the Fillet Lane side or the Net Street side. You tell me.
So my question again was, who was leading this this walk?
We were all working. You
were all just kind of walking together. It's a really wide street, the way of the dragon.
Okay, so
like it's like a highway until you get to like either Fillet or Net Street. You know, it's still like a regular. That's like a regular road for us, like a 2-lane. You know, one each kind of thing.
Sure.
So you just tell me if you're gonna go down the first available right, or you're gonna pass to the alley and go down Or I guess it looks like there's a entrance to the alley on the street. You can go that way too if you want. Up to you.
Looking
You tell
down
me.
Flay Lane, do we see anything of note looking down Flay Lane?
Roll a perception. Yeah, actually, one nearby shop looks like down on the corner of Filet and Zastrow Street. One particular shop stands out from the others. Seems like it has like a deep purple facade, and you notice it. You want to go down that way?
Nothing else, like no people or anything on the street.
Seems empty.
All right, I'll look. Quiz it. Quick.
You'd have to
Question
cut
across
in.
the group,
You'd
'cause
have to
I-
cut in about a block. So let me know.
Right. Sure. I'll like start moving slowly toward down Flay.
it's like
look
right
for this
here.
Group for confirmation.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Well, Seer Dragon is in an alley over here.
It's the
Do-
best way.
I mean, looks perfectly fine to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Krusk goes and follows and heads down that lane with him. The ley lane.
Yeah, Ray's gonna follow. She's like, oh, I guess this is as good as any other way.
And
Everyone roll down.
I'll just cut down the alley. Can I tell what the shop is, like, and what exactly stands out about it?
The shop is on Filet and Zastrow or whatever that street is, the big one. So are you gonna cut before you get to it? It's like right on the corner.
Right, like before I go into the alley here, like can I tell what kind of shop it is, like why it stands out? Or...
Yeah, you see that there's a sign hanging above the door. These is like big elaborate letters, and this spells out the old Zablob shop. And you can actually see in the window hangs a stuffed beholder.
Beholder. Just
Krusk like shop. Krusk go do shop.
is it meta to use my knowledge of the gangs we know, or like would I be assumed to know that, having been in Waterdeep for a while, or?
Shop's been around Waterdeep for a while.
I mean specifically like the beholder part, and combine that with the knowledge of the gangs that we just heard about. Is that considered meta, or would I know that?
I mean, I don't think you would know. No, you wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll just peek down the alley. Anything, start moving down. Anything interesting down the alley?
No,
Krusk
nothing.
heading towards the shop.
Just this purpley, glowy. You see this like almost like this purple smoke kind of trailing from underneath the door.
Oh, from the shop or from the
From the
alley?
shop door. From the shop door.
Oh, okay.
Are you going? Well, Krusk is going towards the shop. Are you going with him or?
Hey, Krusk, where are you going? Back to the Spirit Dragon is this way.
Light. Krusk walk to a light.
I'll look towards the rest of the group.
Well, Krusk dear, we're not going towards the light. Maybe we can check out that shop in the morning, but for now we've got something else to do. And she's gonna try to drag him towards the skewer dragon. Not like drag him, but you know what I mean. Like kind of convince him. Like, come on, dear, let's go this way.
It's getting a bit late. It's already seedy enough as there is. You don't need to go inside the seediest of the seedy shops in the seedy lane in the seedy part of town.
He sees in the window, you said like a beholder looking thing, you said?
It's a stuffed beholder. Yeah.
Krusk points towards the...
What's that? Krusk wants to see that.
No, dear, we can go look at it tomorrow. For now, let's keep going. And she's trying to kind of coax him.
He goes with.
So you guys are going down the alley.
See well?
Yeah,
Can we see well down the alley, or is it pretty dark?
We're going this way.
I mean, it's fairly dark, but you see that you guys could see the lights coming from the skewer dragon from there.
All right. I'll cast light on just some random thing I have, anyways.
Okay. You are illuminated.
And I'll walk up towards the door to the skewer dragon and extinguish the light.
Okay. Skewer dragon looks like a ruin. It's completely run down. Both of the front-facing windows are smashed. There's actually a ship anchor lodged into the roof. Through the windows, you could see a group of haggard patrons drinking from huge tankards.
A ship anchor fucking through the roof?
Mm-hmm.
What?
Right, you guys,
we go in,
I was gonna say, do you want to stop or you want to go in?
I mean, there's been a couple of people who haven't been checking in a while.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're probably sleeping.
Yeah, it's a good place to stop.
I know one person's had too much Hot and Child Reserve or Hex Reserve. I've seen pictures now.
Yeah, this might be a good spot to stop.
It's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, it's been a good night though. A lot of fun. Seriously, good times.
That's good.
Yeah, sorry, I was a little stumbly a little bit, but
Nah, dude, you were
No, no stumbling at all.